Your host, BD. Welcome to Big Dog Sports.
Yo, call it Big Dog Sports, a little show that I run, where we talk a lot of sports and we show a lot of love. So support by hitting like, share the video, subscribe and hit that Cash App, baby, send a little dough. So if you want to know about the latest games, the winners and the losers, the teams that ain't the same, we gon' talk about the trades, the contracts, the price, the playoffs, the scandals, the crime and the lies. I'm your host, BD, and this is my show, where sports and politics collide, baby, anything goes. We talking NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, UFC, MLB, WWE, a little boxing too. If that's your thing, I got the best show in the land, baby, no need to search. So welcome to the show, y'all. This is Big Dog Sports.
All right, y'all, happy Sunday. This is Big Dog Sports, where sports and politics collide. I'm your boy, BD. And man, I got a live one for y'all today. And, you know, since my show is about where sports and politics collide, I got a subject today where sports and politics have definitely collided. And I'm gonna get into it in a minute. And I'm gonna get into this monologue real quick, so I can give a little context of where I'm going with this. Okay. The thumbnail, it says the politics of Caitlin, right? And I'm gonna get into the Caitlin Clark stuff. I am, but this is more about the overall politics of the Trump administration trying to put its foot on the scale in our sports. Like, we got to go back a couple of weeks. This is an administration that hosted a whole UFC pay-per-view on the White House lawn, right? Let's not forget about that. That just happened a month ago. And then you had the president go to game 3 of the NBA finals, right? You had that. And then you had the whole Alyssa Thomas, Caitlin Clark fiasco, which it really did become a fiasco. And it prompted congressmen to write letters to the WNBA demanding action. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand folks want to keep it basketball or just keep it to a particular sport, right? But I've never in my adult life seen the government go so hard for an individual athlete like this. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen this ever in my life, where the government has actual, like, dog in the race. They're throwing all of their eggs behind Caitlin Clark and defending her in Congress, like actually writing letters to the WNBA. Like, that's crazy work to me. I ain't never think I would see that in my adult life. You know, the government actually stepping into the politics, stepping into the sports realm. And this is not the first time, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, you had the Trump administration bully FIFA into rescinding a red card for a United States player that got a red card in the Bosnia game a couple of weeks ago. And Trump bullied FIFA into rescinding that red card for a year. So just in case folks want to try to make this racial, the red card that got rescinded for this FIFA player happened to have been a black player, right? This wasn't a white dude. This was a black dude whose red card got rescinded. So it's not so much about race than it's more about opportunity. And when Trump see an opportunity, he gonna take it. And of course, it's a distraction from what's really going on in the world, because, you know, folks only see surface level stuff nowadays with all of the social media and internet and all that. Folks don't dig deep into anything anymore. Everything is surface. So this is just to distract from what's really going on. But I'm going to get into the actual letter that Congress wrote. I'll put it on the big screen for y'all. So let me read this for y'all real quick. Conversations about whether Caitlin Clark is getting officiated fairly in the WNBA can be polarizing as fans, players, coaches, pundits, and even lawmakers have opinions on whether the league needs to take some action about physical play. Congress is looking for answers by July 24th. Millions of casual fans now tune in to watch her play. 11 members of the House Republican Study Committee wrote a letter sent to the WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Unfortunately, what they too often witness is not simply aggressive competition, but repeated acts of physical hostility and violence. Clark has been hip checked, poked in the eye, struck in the throat during games. These incidents go far beyond routine physical play, yet the WNBA and its officiating have too often failed to address these unacceptable incidents and hold players accountable. It's the latest chapter in the Clark saga, whether league officials must do more to protect one of the WNBA's top players from unnecessarily aggressive physical contact. This letter, which I mentioned 2 weeks ago when it was first sent out, but folks didn't want to listen to me when I first said this, right? Because I did say this. I tried to put it out there, but folks ain't want to listen to me when it first got put out here. The letter was sent 2 weeks ago after Phoenix Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas made contact with her fist to Clark's throat in a June 24th game. And just to add context for that, I'm not going to show the video of what happened, because when you look at it in real time, it really wasn't that big of a deal. It's when they slowed it down in slow motion, it made it look more egregious. But if you'd have seen Caitlin Clark's reaction to it, you wouldn't have think it was a flagrant. But that's another story for another time. Thomas was not called for a foul on the play during the game, which I was saying they didn't even call the foul in the game because it wasn't that big a deal. But the league subsequently upgraded the play to a flagrant foul and suspended her 1 game for recklessly making contact with her fist. League officials have not yet posted a statement in response to the letter. Thomas has called the play a complete accident, adding she has received death threats since the incident. Clark and her coach, Stephanie White, ardent defender of Clark, have condemned threats levied at Thomas. And yeah, I don't think death threats are appropriate at any idiom of this. Like, nobody should be getting death threats, but at the same time, you can't control what random fans are going to do. The players have zero control of what their fans are going to do. They could speak out as much as they want to, but people are crazy out here. Folks ain't listening to them like that. They're going to do what they feel like they want to do, regardless of what the athlete may say. And it's unfair to the athlete to think that the athlete has control of millions of people and how they think and what they're going to do and how they're going to react. It's impossible for any athlete to do that. Where Clark stands among her WNBA peers. The 24-year-old Iowa alum has helped increase WNBA ticket sales and driven women's basketball television ratings to unprecedented heights with her play. That's a true and false thing, only because she's not the only one. Okay, she wasn't the only one that had a following coming into 2024. However, many conversations around her tap into a variety of combustible hot button topics, including race, officiating, money, and politics. Clark has largely managed to thrive, but can't completely escape the noise. I think people sometimes think I'm a robot. I'm not a robot, she said. It can be really frustrating to me at times. I'm 24 years old trying to navigate a lot. It's been in this world. I've been in this world for 4 years now, and you would never change any of it. But there are times that it is hard, and there are times when it affects me a little bit more than I do put on. I think it's important that people remember that's a part of it too. My main thing is this. We got Congress, the United States Congress, writing letters. CM, I see you, bro. My thing is we got the United States Congress writing letters about an athlete. And in my opinion, the politics of this can no longer be ignored. I know folks want to keep it basketball. Let's just talk about the basketball, right? Yeah, but you can't just talk about the basketball when you have Congress writing letters to the league. Like, that's unprecedented. And it's not like they're writing to the league about the overall league itself. No, they're writing about a particular player. Like, I've never seen that ever in my life. That the United States government would want to step in and have an opinion about a particular player that plays a particular sport. And none of this, by the way, is good for Caitlin Clark. And if you want my take, my real take on it, I think Caitlin Clark is a liberal white woman. That's my take. I think she's a liberal white woman. I don't think she's MAGA. You not hanging out with Taylor Swift in press boxes at football games if you're MAGA, right? That told me a lot. When I seen Caitlin Clark sitting at the football game with Taylor Swift, that told me that she not MAGA. You're not just chilling with Taylor Swift and you are this type of MAGA phenomenon. No, I think she's the complete opposite of that. I think Caitlin Clark is a liberal white woman. But you got to understand the league that she plays in too. The WNBA is a liberal activist league. It is. It's 70%, 75% black women. They're not MAGA. The WNBA is far from MAGA, right? And I think the MAGA influence trying to attach themselves to Caitlin Clark is only going to hurt Caitlin Clark, not help Caitlin Clark. And here's why I think it hurts Caitlin Clark. If you have government intervention, right? And let's say that the government does like actually intervene and try to legislate something that directly affects the WNBA and how it's reffing its games and all that stuff, I think that kills whatever accomplishment Caitlin Clark might have or might get in the future. It kills all that. Because if she accomplishes anything, then people are just the Caitlin Clark haters will just say, well, she had government help. The government was on her side. It was rigged. She didn't get them stats on her own. They were helping her. And that ruins her, in my opinion. If everything you accomplish gets tied into, well, the government had something to do with it, then what good are your accomplishments at that point? When people could just say, oh, well, the government had a hand in it. She ain't get those stats honestly. That causes a problem. And then the biggest problem, she still got to play in the league amongst all these black women, all these black liberal women that hate MAGA. Don't none of these black women in the WNBA, none of them are MAGA, all of them hate MAGA. So when you trying to put this symbol of MAGA on the back of Caitlin Clark, you're just going to make it more dangerous for Caitlin Clark. This don't help her at all. This hurts her a lot, in my opinion, because these ladies ain't trying to hear that MAGA shit in their league. Say what you want about the W, but the W is kind of tribal in that sense. They're not trying to hear all that MAGA shit. And when you try to put that stamp on somebody, right? Somebody who's as popular as a Caitlin Clark and try to make her the flag bearer for MAGA and then expect her to go out there and play amongst these people that hate MAGA, shit. You're going to get that girl hurt dealing with these women if they think that she's not only the face of white America, but the face of MAGA too. Shit. You think she been getting beat up before? She really gonna get her ass handed to her now. But again, here's where the W got to walk a really fine line, because no sports organization, I don't care who you are, not the WNBA, not the NBA, not the NFL, and you see, not FIFA either. Nobody wants to make enemies with the United States government. That's just the fact. I don't care if y'all want to accept that or not, but that's just the reality. Nobody wants to make enemies with the U.S. government. And when you start involving the U.S. government in the sports, and when they start, putting their hand on the scale, that's a dangerous precedent, bro. That's very dangerous. And you don't really want that. You don't want that precedent when the government starts like putting its hand on the scale and starts trying to dictate to you how you should run your sport. That's not a good thing. It's that, Vanta, and it's a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, Skywalker, listen, as much as people don't like Caitlin Clark, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of Caitlin Clark haters, but you got a lot of people out here who are willing to ride for Caitlin Clark. That's just the reality. And now and my thing is, you have government officials now riding on this Caitlin Clark train, good, bad, or indifferent. They're riding on the train, and it's not a good look for Caitlin Clark. It's just not in the W. It's not a good look. So I don't care how many times she may come out and say, this is not a representation of me. These people don't represent me. A lot of folks ain't going to be trying to hear that shit, bro. That's just the reality. Yeah, a lot of folks ain't going to be trying to hear that shit. I'm saying Skywalker, she gets beat up, but there's a lot of women in there that get beat up too. My issue ain't the physicality part. My issue is the government intervention. Just like how the government bullied FIFA into rescinding that red card for Bakugan. You know what I'm saying? That was government intervention at its finest. And mind you, again, for folks who try to make this a racial thing, the red card was for a black dude. That was a black dude who got that red card that got rescinded, not a white guy. So this is about race, but this is more about opportunity than anything else, in my opinion. Let's see. Situations like this is why true hoop fans don't rock with the CC movement. It's looking like everything given, nothing earned with her. I mean, again, it takes away from her. If she does accomplish anything, it takes away from it once you start having government intervention. It takes away from any accomplishment she might get in the future. Because people will just say, oh, well, the government was helping her. Oh, look how many calls she's starting to get now because the government done intervene. You can't touch Caitlin Clark and all that stuff. And that's not good. That's not good. In my opinion, that's not good. And I've been saying this forever, Skywalker, that the refereeing in the W has been trash. It's been trash for a generation. It's been trash for 20 fucking years. It's been trash. The refs have been trash for 20 years. You just now starting to see it because you got Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese out here. And both of these women are getting beat up. The only difference is you don't see congressional support for Angel Reese. You don't see congressional support for A'ja Wilson. Hell, you don't see congressional support for Breonna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, who are also white women. You know what I'm saying? You don't see this for anybody else. You're only seeing this for Caitlin Clark. And that's bad. You can't, it's picking winners and losers. And you're not, you're supposed to leave the winners and losers picking for parlays and FanDuel. You understand what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have the government picking winners and losers. And once you have the government starting to pick winners and losers, you walking a real slippery slope. Oh, I can't compare the two because they're both getting beat up. They're both getting beat up. At the end of the day, a lot of these women, it's not just Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. It's a lot of these women, the way the W is ref, these women are getting beat up. They're getting beat up. And the refs are horrible. And now I don't want it to turn into the NBA, right? Where you breathe on somebody or you flop like how SGA was flopping all year long and that get called fouls. I don't want to see it turn into that. But you do got to do something to keep these women safe. Like, 'cause right now it's not safe. In my opinion, it's not safe. These women are doing whatever they want to do. And it's not safe. Oh, see, that's where me and you disagree. See, I watch the games. You don't watch the game. There's a lot of other women out here, Skywalker, that you probably don't see that are getting beat up. Matter of fact, last night, Lexi Hall got hit in the nose and was bleeding from Alyssa Thomas. But nobody talk about that, right? Because it's not Caitlin Clark. And that's my issue. Lexi Hall's another white girl, right? Nobody's talking about that. Because don't nobody care, because it's not Caitlin Clark. And that's my issue. That it's not just Caitlin Clark, it's all of them. All of them are getting beat up. The league has become way too physical. It's almost reminiscent to WWE. It's not like, you know, basketball anymore. And it's unfair. And thank you, Live Laugh. I appreciate that for stopping by. And Passing Through says, Angel has had unfair whistles since the day she stepped in the league. Yeah, listen, I already know because I watched the games. But like I tried to tell people in that chat before, some of the calls, like the boxing out calls, right? You're not going to get those calls because Shaq didn't get those calls. And Shaq was 300 pounds and he was getting beat up every single time down the court, boxing out for rebounds, and they didn't give him those calls, so ain't no way they're going to give Angel Reese those calls. If Shaq wasn't getting them, she's definitely not going to get them. Well, my thing is, it's the principle, Skywalker. Yeah, it's not the same as getting hit in the nose, right? But my point is, it's the physicality has become too physical. Like, where do you draw the line, right? You have to have a line somewhere. And the W is not doing a good job of drawing that line, right? They're just not. They're allowing these ladies to get beat up, but it only makes news. My point being, it's only making news when it's Caitlin Clark, and it's not highlighting the rest of these ladies that are also getting beat up as well. Is all I'm saying, that it's not just a Caitlin Clark thing. It's a league thing. All of these women are getting beat up. All of them. I watch the games, so I know. I watch it. Like, they're all getting beat up. And you're not seeing these whistles come for a lot of these other ladies like you see for Caitlin Clark. You're just not. And you definitely not getting government intervention. That's something different. That's something different. Skywalker says, I'm not talking about physicality. Caitlin Clark is being targeted. And I could say that there are other players being targeted too, that is not just her. That's all I'm saying. That is not just her. If she's being targeted, yeah, I'll give you that she's being targeted. But she's not the only one, is my point. Can you explain your point of view on panel? Yeah, sure, you could explain your point of view on panel, Ben. Hold up. Angel Reese equal Caitlin Clark. Listen, they come together. CM, I've been trying to tell folks that forever. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is like Magic and Bird. You can't have one without the other. And Skywalker, that's not true. That is not true. See, you don't watch the games. That's this why I can't explain it to you. That's not true. Skywalker she's not the only person being targeted. She's not. I don't watch Kelsey Plum, another 5'8" white girl, get beat up. Right? Nobody talk about the abuse Kelsey Plum takes. Nobody. And this is another 5'8" white girl. Don't nobody talk about the abuse Kelsey Plum take. So this is about Caitlin at the end of the day. And my point is, the government stepping in on her behalf is not a good look. I've never seen that in any professional sport, the government stepping in for a particular player. I've never seen that.
Yo, BD, what's good, BD? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine, sir.
Very good, very good. Good day, BD. Happy Sunday and all that.
Happy Sunday to you too,
everybody. Sir. Yes, sir. I just want to just say real quick, listen, I'm not a WNBA watcher. I'm not heavily into it, but I have seen this situation before in the UK where, you know, the sports governing body failed to protect their players, where it had to go to the government in itself to step in. So while I agree with you that governments should not step into any sports, period, because, you know, sports is between the organization that set it up, you know. However, when you see a blatant targeting, which me personally, I believe Caitlyn is being targeted. Now, is she being targeted for race or is it because women just don't like competition, you know?
I think it's a little of both. Well, here's my thing. Hold on. I got Skywalker up here. Okay. Here's my thing. It's my main issue is the government putting its hands in the sports world and unfairly tipping the scale. Again, you had Trump overturn a whole red card in the World Cup. He basically bullied FIFA into rescinding a red card for a U.S. player who, by the way, was black. So just in case, you know, I got to reiterate that just in case folks try to make it a racial thing. It wasn't a racial thing. It was an opportunity.
Yeah. Didn't everybody approve of that, though? Didn't everybody
most people in the United States approved of it? Yeah.
People in other countries approved of it, too. They said he should have never got the red card.
No. Listen, we're not saying that the red card wasn't a bad call. My thing is when you could bully FIFA into rescinding a red card for your player, right? That means the next time you have a World Cup in another host country decides they want to bully FIFA, and let's say the World Cup is in England, in 2032, right? And Harry Kane gets a red card, and the British government decides, okay, we want this red card rescinded, and FIFA tell them go fuck yourself. Then what?
Okay. And if it's correct, and everybody around the world, including other countries, are agreeing with it, and so what? It is what it is.
Let me clarify.
Yeah, but my thing is the precedent it sends. You're not supposed to have your government intervening in the sports world. That's what you have a sports body for. If FIFA's the standalone decision maker in terms of how it issues out its red cards, right? It should be the standalone decision maker on how it rescinds them. Like, it shouldn't take government intervention.
BD, you know why?
Is all I'm saying. I think when you start making government intervention, that's bad.
No, forget. Okay, you focus on the government part. Let me show you where the president started from. It started from Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Before the World Cup, because Portugal played Ireland, Ronaldo had a definite red card where he created a foul. He should have been suspended for the first 2 games in the World Cup, but because his name is Ronaldo and he has such energy, the Portuguese government told FIFA, yo, we need this guy. He's our star player. He brings massive revenue for the nation and for you, FIFA. So it's a win-win situation. What did FIFA say? Okay, cool. So when people say, oh, Trump cheated and Trump called FIFA to overturn Balogun, his name is, by the way, he's not black. His name is Florian Balogun, star striker for the US team. Yeah. I hope you keep saying that more instead of saying black. Because I feel like we're adding more. Yeah, Balogun. Yeah, which is a cool name. Balogun. Yeah, that's a cool name.
Balogun.
Yeah, Balogun is his name.
Yeah.
Balogun.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a striker for Arsenal, by the way.
Well, yeah, we sold him. Sadly, I wish we kept him because it was a mistake selling him. But yeah, he's a fire striker. However, BD, the president was set by Ronaldo. It wasn't Trump. It wasn't Balogun. It was Ronaldo.
My issue is I don't want governments intervening in the sports.
I understand. But BD, let me finish the point why the Trump situation was a good thing, because Trump looked at it. He's like, oh wait, Ronaldo got away with it. His red card got overturned. and he gets to play in the World Cup, even though he should be
Yeah, I don't
suspended.
know what the big deal is.
Right, and also BD, because I watch football heavy. Balogun did the same tackle as Messi. So if Balogun gets a red card, how come Messi didn't get a red card?
And Messi didn't get one. Right. Listen, I don't disagree with the red card getting overturned. I disagree with the way it got overturned. I think FIFA should have just did it on their own, and they shouldn't have had to get government intervention to do the right thing.
Right. Okay.
That's my issue. Because once the government starts putting its foot on the scale, it could put its foot on the scale on any sport at any time. And that's not a good look for nobody.
It did when it let the men in the damn women's sports. So it did then. Nobody said nothing about it.
Oh shit! I've been complaining. I don't want to see men competing against other men.
I'm not gonna say you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We saw that with the Olympics. We saw the boxing Olympics with the female boxing Olympics, where one dude smashed up the Italian chick, and I'm like, that's a dude. The hell. Yeah. But anyway, okay, going back to your position, BD, about the Caitlyn and Angel Reese and all that. Is the failure of the WNBA?
That's what what's up, BD? What's up?
Oh my God! Stop.
It's gonna be a failure on their part because they don't want to promote Caitlyn. That's what it is.
They've been promoting Caitlyn. They've been doing that. They've been doing that for 3 years.
Listen. Hey, BD. Hey, BD, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You very loud though.
I want to say
that audio is terrible.
Oh well, Caitlyn Clark is the Michael Jordan of the WNBA.
In terms of marketing, listen, she's the most marketed player. That's for sure.
And so why WNBA denying her? Like,
listen, the girls.
Why don't they accept her?
BD, stop this, man.
Right.
The girls breaking records, man. She's the
quick answer to that.
Sliced bread in the motherfucking WNBA. They need to stop this.
The quick answer to that.
That's a fact.
The fact that y'all keep on saying Angel Reese comes with Caitlyn Clark, she does fucking wrong. No, BD,
that's not wrong. They come together.
BD,
they're a package deal. You can't have one without the other.
When Caitlyn Clark was
no.
Listen, when Caitlyn Clark was in college, she was selling out football arenas before Angel Reese ever came into the fucking thing. That's how I found out about Caitlyn Clark. When she was selling out, when they were filling up football arenas, football stadiums, not basketball, football stadiums. She would have still been Caitlyn Clark without Angel Reese. This thing about, it does come with it because it's happening now. But without Angel Reese, there's still Caitlyn Clark. There's still the Caitlyn Clark effect. They're just fucking it up. They're fumbling it. That's all they're doing. You know what I mean?
You think that, okay, hold up. Get into that some more, Skywalker. Wait. Get into how they're fumbling it for me. Explain that to me. What are they fumbling it? Exactly. Yeah.
No matter what you say, when you had LeBron coming in the league, when you had Jordan, when you had people like that come in the league, the league protected them, people. They didn't let the damn, you know what I'm saying? You can, now you say that there's people getting beat up like her, but I don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't watch it like you beat it. I can give you that. But from what I do see, I don't see people getting beat up like she is. You know what I mean? The dude that marketed Michael Jordan came out and said that if y'all want this league to grow, y'all will market her. This girl is not a bum. This girl is breaking records. You know what I mean? This girl, come on, BD, you know better than I do. This girl is breaking records. You know what I mean? Like they should, the girl should be. They should have their fucking coach fired. You know what I mean? Stephanie White should be fired. You know what I mean? Because every time Caitlyn Clark does something good, she never wants to acknowledge that shit. But let fucking Kelsey Mitchell or someone, the whole locker room cheers like they don't won the fucking finals. You know what I mean? But let Caitlyn Clark get her first game winner. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Caitlyn Clark got a game winner. That's what you hear. Crickets. You know what I mean?
What you got to add to that,
Irv? The right way.
You got anything to add to that?
I agree with everything he said, and I honestly think she should be protected like Michael Jordan was. They should make Caitlyn Clark rules. Whatever she does, protect it like they did for James Harden, Steph Curry. I just don't understand why the WNBA is not adjusting the league around this woman. She's the greatest woman. Well, not the greatest woman. She's the most marketable WNBA player ever.
I have a question, BD. I have a question for you, BD, if I may.
Yeah, come on, Vanta. What is it?
Who are the board of directors of the WNBA?
Well, the commissioner is Kathy Engelberg, but I don't know. I would have to look up who the board of director is.
Hey, do they have bias, maybe racially, or sometime a team?
No.
bias?
Can I say this? It's homosexually. She's a straight white woman. That's why they hate her. If she was gay, see, my bad. I didn't want to go there. My bad.
Nah, you could go there. This is about
Go there.
politics.
Go
This
there.
is not
Listen,
really
I
about the
wanna
sports
dissect.
today.
I want to dissect.
If she was a lesbian, they would promote her like never before. But because
it is both.
Go
You know what I mean?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's both. It's both because she's not a. She's listen. Let me show you something, BD, and you can't tell me I'm lying. They tried to make Juju Watson the best thing coming out of college when she was coming out of college, but it failed because she wasn't selling out arenas. Every time they tried to make her the best thing, guess what? They failed. You know what I'm saying? They tried to take it away from Caitlyn because she's a white girl. Come on, everybody knows this. You know what I mean?
Well,
Of course
here's
it's
the thing.
because of
Just
sexuality.
real quickly on
She's a
Juju
straight white woman.
Watkins.
She's a straight white woman. Yeah.
Juju Watkins is going to have her own unique following when she does come out. Just know that. She's going to have millions of followers when she come out, Juju Watkins. She really is. Just
Hey, BD, thanks for letting me up, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Good talking to y'all. I'll holler at you. Thanks. Peace.
all right, Art. Take it easy. bro.
Listen, is it gonna translate to the shit like Caitlin Clark did? Is it gonna do that, BD?
Oh, we
Is it
won't
gonna
know
translate?
until it happens.
Yeah, but you see what
We
I
won't
mean?
know
So
until
why?
she gets into the league. But I'm
okay,
predicting that
let me
it will because Juju Watkins is very popular.
okay. Let me ask you something, right? If you got it already, why wait? Know what I mean? Why wait? If you got it right now, why wait? Know what I mean? That's what I want to know. You got it in Caitlin Clark. Why try to make Juju Watson the next best thing after Caitlin Clark, or during the time while Caitlin Clark's there?
Well,
Make
the-
that a rival.
the
That'll be a good rival.
The quick answer, Skywalker, is just the WNBA is a liberal activist league, and you
Well said.
trying to stamp this MAGA banner on somebody who I think is a liberal white woman. To be honest with you,
Right.
I think Caitlin Clark is a liberal white woman. I don't think
I think
she's
she's
MAGA.
getting
Or,
forced.
again, you not hanging out with Taylor Swift and you MAGA. You know what I'm saying? You just not. So I think Caitlin Clark is a liberal white woman who MAGA wants to run behind because she fits all of the MAGA stereotypes that MAGA want to push.
What
You
if they
understand what I'm
wanna-
saying? She
What if
fits
they-
all of
That's
that.
the only
She's
defense he
straight.
has.
She's white. She's from Iowa.
But
Like
listen,
that's all
BD.
MAGA stuff, right?
BD, she
That's
done
all-
said some liberal shit. She done said
No,
some liberal
she's
shit.
a liberal white woman.
But listen,
Skywalker,
but-
Caitlin Clark
I-
is a
but
liberal
listen,
white
She doesn't have to
woman.
say
But-
liberal stuff. She doesn't have to say
but-
liberal stuff.
But listen to what I'm saying.
And more importantly, if she was a conservative white woman, you would never know. Because she
That's
wouldn't
what
be
I'm
able to
saying,
speak
BD.
freely like that being in the WNBA. She couldn't
Okay,
be some
this is-
Marjorie Taylor Greene type woman in the W.
Okay,
Hell no.
I can agree with that, BD. But
Hell
this
no.
is what I'm
that
saying,
would not work
right?
in the W.
I'm not even saying she's MAGA. I'm not saying she's liberal. I don't know what she is. She has said some liberal shit. Why is the people from MAGA backing her up? Maybe it's just because they see it for what it is. They don't want to, they see it. The other people are trying to make it seem like, oh, they're trying to put her as MAGA darling. But all they're trying to do is, oh, no, she's probably a liberal, but they see what's happening to her and they see that it's not right. You know what I mean? That's
Okay,
probably what's saying.
Skywalker. Let me
So-
ask you this: Are you familiar with who Paige Beckers is?
Yeah. That's the,
Okay.
that's Shield Beast too.
Yeah. Now Paige Beckers is a monster. Like to me, she's way better than Caitlin Clark
okay,
in a
so
basketball
you-
sense. She's
so
way
you-
better.
So you would agree with the GMs, right? So you would
Yeah,
agree
in terms of
that-
putting
okay, so-
Paige before Caitlin, absolutely.
So-
Paige is way
So
better than
you would
Caitlin.
agree. So you would agree,
But they don't
that
push
you would
Paige like
start-
that.
You would agree that you would start the team with, because most of the GMs came out and said that when they choose who would you start a team around, most of them said Paige Becker. Know what I mean?
Yes,
But
I
the-
would go
but
with
the
Paige
whole-
before
but
Caitlin.
the-
Absolutely.
Okay, but the whole
And I've
internet
watched
is
Paige
flaming-
in college too. It's not like I'm just watching her from the W. I watched her at UConn. Paige is she's that deal. Yeah, Paige is that deal. Period.
Yeah. So listen.
Period.
All I'm saying is this is what I'm saying is, right? They will not let her. I said, I've been saying it. People say I don't know what I'm talking about because this and that, maybe whatever. Okay. I found out Caitlin Clark through Caitlin Clark. Not with the wave, not when they lost in the thing. I knew about her before that, when she was selling out football stadiums. You still would have had Caitlin Clark without motherfucking Angel Reese. Now, the fact is, whether she is the best thing in the league, because I give it to you, LeBron wasn't the best thing in the league when he first came out, but guess what they centered the fucking league around? Guess who they centered the league around? They send the
Right,
league
because they
around
already knew.
LeBron James.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what I'm
knew.
saying. So why not just do it? Stop. People need to stop bringing up, oh, Angel Reese, Angel Reese. Damn that shit. You know what I mean? Let Angel Reese do her thing, be a thing. Why even put them? Why it's not even the same. They're not even the damn near the same size. Larry and Magic Johnson were the same size. Played damn near the same position. Well, of course, Magic Johnson played all positions. So why even try to put them in the same area? You know what I'm saying? Because of the face, the
That part
wave.
passing through, I agree with that. Paige is top 5. Yeah, Paige is a freaking. She's amazing. Paige Beckers. She's absolutely amazing.
I just know from what I see is Caitlin Clark is breaking all damn near a lot of rookie. You know what I'm saying? Paige Becker ain't doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Paige is
you know what I
coming
mean?
now. She
You
coming.
can't say now. You know basketball, BD and Vanta. I'm pretty sure you know basketball enough, and
I
you
support
know.
the Chicago Bulls since the 2000s.
But you know that they can't handle her passes in that league on that team. She made the turnovers that she gets, a majority of them are their fault, not her fault. You know what I mean? So you can take that away, but all the other things she did, damn near breaking everything.
Well, she has set a lot of records. I will give her that. But again, my problem with the MAGA influence is this. Once you start getting government influence, it kind of tarnishes anything else she sets, because people are just going to say, well, you had the government helping you. You had the government controlling how you get ref. And it kind of kills whatever accomplishment she may get. Then they'll be able to throw that in her face. And I don't want to see that. Whatever accomplishment she get, I want her to just get. You understand what I'm saying? Without an asterisk being behind it.
And
you understand what I'm saying?
Talking about CC is nowhere close to LeBron, and Angel is more like Draymond and Dennis Rodman. Cool. I can give you that. Yeah. And I got kicked out of a chat room for saying Angel Reese and Dennis Rodman like it was a diss. But let me tell you this, OB, you're crazy if you don't think fucking CC is doing what the same effect that LeBron did when he came in the league. And you're fucking crazy. The fucking numbers went up, the views went up, everything went up. Just the other day when Caitlin Clark didn't play, guess what? The stands were empty. Caitlin Clark plays, stands are full. They need to come on now. I'm not even. You don't even have to. You don't have to know women's basketball. You just have to know basketball. All you have to do is know numbers. You know what I mean? To see that Caitlin Clark is bringing all these numbers.
She's definitely commercial. She's a commercial draw for the league. That's undeniable. That's undeniable.
Oh yeah, but I don't think anybody denies the marketing effect Caitlin Clark has had on the WNBA the past 3 years. All the numbers support that, and we can't overlook that.
And like I said, go ahead. I've been talking.
Finish your point, and then I'll.
And like I said, a lot of those, yes, I do watch stuff, but a lot of this stuff I'm getting from NBA players and legends that are saying this. You know what I mean? That they're you know what I'm saying? So if I can't take their advice, then whatever. But Angel Reese is like, yeah, she is Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman didn't bring no eyes to the team. Dennis Rodman didn't bring no eyes to the motherfucking league. You know what I'm saying? MJ and LeBron brought eyes to the motherfucking league. And that's what Caitlin Clark is to this fucking league. I don't care if you say she's the best in the league. I'm not saying that. And not once did I say she was the best. She can work her way up to be the best.
Skywalker, let me respond to this comment. Angel Reese has the tools to be the third scoring option on on a championship winning team. Dennis Rodman didn't. She clears Rodman talent wise. Well, hold on. Let me respond to that.
I mean by that.
Hold on. Let me respond to that. Dennis Rodman averaged 25 points a game when he was in college. Dennis Rodman could score the basketball if he wanted to score the basketball. It's just when he was drafted to the Pistons, that team already had 4 scorers on it. You had Isaiah, you had Joe Dumars, you had Mark Aguirre, you had Vinnie Johnson. You didn't need Dennis Rodman to score the basketball on that Detroit Piston team that he went to. But to say Dennis Rodman couldn't score the basketball is false. Dennis Rodman could score the basketball. He averaged 25 points a game in college, just so you know.
And I'm just a regular bum from the UK, and I know Dennis Rodman's talent. God damn, that's a diabolical comment right there.
I don't know why. BD, why is it that they take that as a bad comment? Dennis Rodman,
the comparison.
I'll take him on my team any day.
Of course, but I'm saying comparing him to
I think people take offense to the Dennis Rodman comparison because they only see Dennis Rodman as a rebounder,
yeah,
not knowing that Dennis Rodman was a complete player. That he's one of the greatest defensive players of all time. And if you wanted to give Dennis Rodman the ball to score, Dennis Rodman could give you 15 points a game if you gave him the ball.
What did he average in points? I know it was about 10.
I mean, Dennis Rodman probably averaged 11 points, 12 points a game in the NBA. But again, on the team that he got drafted to, he did not need to score the basketball. You had 4 premium scorers on that Detroit Piston team.
Right, but
you didn't have to give Dennis Rodman the basketball to score points on that Detroit Piston team.
Like that's what made him kind of like the what do you call it? The underdog, where it's like he can drop double digits, but like you said, BD, he was people know him as the rebound guy.
That's people look at Dennis Rodman as all he was good for was grabbing rebounds, and that's completely false. Dennis Rodman was an all-around player.
But let me tell you something, BD. Let me tell you something, BD. Isn't he a Hall of Famer? If I'm not mistaken, isn't he a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, a Hall of Famer. Absolutely.
So if this man is like nobody knows this, and he's known just for being a defensive player and a rebounder and got in the Hall of Fame. What is wrong with that? He is a Hall of Famer.
Skywalker. Growing up, I only knew 3 people who was the ultimate Chicago Bulls players: Rodman, Jordan, and Pippen. That's it. That's all you need to know is them 3. Like, come on, he's up there. He's up there.
Do they want me to motherfucking compare the bitch to motherfucking Shaq or Yao Ming or something like that? Or
again, Angel Reese game is nothing like Shaq or Yao Ming.
Exactly.
The closest comparison I would call her more Draymond Green than Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Because Angel Reese can play make. And Angel Reese could actually facilitate some shit. Dennis Rodman wasn't a facilitator.
You want me to go
where Angel Reese actually has that skill to do that, to make plays without the basketball.
You want me to go demon mode? I think WNBA players can't even beat the D-League of men's basketball. I'm just saying.
No, they can't beat a high school player.
I'm just saying. So for anybody to say that Angel Reese is compared to goddamn Dennis Rodman, you need to get your shit together.
It's not compared.
Now, I mean, in terms of rebounding acumen, you could compare Angel Reese and Dennis Rodman as a fair comparison because they're both the greatest rebounders at their positions that the league has ever seen. Dennis Rodman is easily the best rebounding forward ever to play basketball, easily, and it's not even close. It's not even close.
You know what, BD? I'll say this, though. They both have off-field antics. Like, okay, for example, BD, hear me out. Caitlin Clark. All we know is that she gets put in on the field, on the end game, right in the field. But what do we know Angel Reese for? Off-field antics, off-field, not in game.
Well, we know most athletes. Here's the thing:
just like Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, great in game.
Listen, the majority. Let's call the ace and a spade, right? The majority of people got introduced to Angel Reese when they seen her hit John hit Caitlin Clark with the John
I'm about
Cena.
to say the same
That's
thing.
the majority of people got introduced. The majority of people. Now you have fans who actually watch the NCAA like me, right? Who already knew about Angel Reese. You have fans that already that diehard LSU Tiger fans that already knew about Angel Reese, but no, the majority of the public didn't know anything about Angel Reese until she hit Caitlin Clark with the John Cena.
You want to know what
That's
I
what
remember?
put Angel Reese in the national spotlight.
I heard about her like twice before then. You know what? And regardless of if it's true or not, when they said that she put her pussy print in that motherfucking museum.
There you go. Thank you,
Wait. Hold on, y'all. I gotta stop y'all. Salute to Ryan Bardwell with the $100 cash app.
Oh, shit.
I appreciate that, sir, so much. I appreciate that, and it gives me a chance to play my song. You know, I love playing my song.
Thanks for the cash app. Love when the fun snap. Tap in, we stack stats. BD Sports. We love. Yeah. Run that. Thanks for the cash app. Team got the squad pack. Big plays in a small hat. BD Sports.
Like it's raining on me. Okay.
That was
Appreciate you, Ryan Bardwell, man. That's what's up. And for all y'all, this Big Dog Sports, where sports and politics collide. I hope y'all hit that like button on y'all way in the door. Hit that notification bell every time I drop a hot short, because you know I drop a lot of shorts. And like, share, and subscribe, man. I got Skywalker on the panel. He's the moderator of Gospel of Bob. Go check him out. Hit him with a like, share, and subscribe. I got my boy Vanna on the panel. He's gonna come out with a channel too. I hope he get another read the room thing going again, because I really like that shit. But that's another story for another time. Yeah, we in the building, y'all. We in the building. But yeah, I just, my main thing is Skywalker Vanta. I just don't like government, especially if you're a conservative, right? The whole point of being a conservative is to have limited government, not over expansive government, not government reaching. That's supposed to be antithesis of what a conservative value is, right?
Hey,
that's what I thought. Unless MAGA is different from what a regular conservative is.
I agree.
Where MAGA don't mind government overreach.
Yeah, but I agree with you. But still, I don't care about this. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But let me address this passing through. He said we know Angel Reese for as a double queen. Yeah. You know why? Because in losing games, guess who they left out there just to get doubles for she can keep a streak going. You know what I mean? Guess who got her own rebounds? Come on, man. Stop this shit, man.
Rebounds count as rebounds too, Skywalker.
At least Dennis Rodman got other people's rebounds, not her own, not his own. Stop this shit.
BD, the only reason why I came up on panel is just to say, while I agree that government should not get involved in most things, because yes, even me, I'm considered conservative by default because I don't like government, period. I'm more considered libertarian to a certain extent. However, when the organization fills their own system and their own players, or whatever we call it, agencies, then who are these players gonna require backup from? Where? Of course, then it's gonna end up going back to the government when the organizations failed their job. That's how the system works. When the government says, you know what, okay, I'll give you a license to do whatever you want, but the moment you F up, I will step in. And that's exactly what happened with FIFA, with this WNBA situation. WNBA should have said, you know what, enough targeting Caitlin Clark, enough with this nonsense, and do an investigation. Is it racial? Is it some female hypertension going on within the federation? I don't know. Is it, like I told you, BD?
I'm gonna tell you like this, Vanna. The league itself has become very, very brutal. Like it's almost like watching WWE, watching some of these games. And I was watching a game last night between two teams that don't nobody watch. You understand what I'm saying? And the game was ultra physical. Girls getting hit in the face and fouls not being called. You understand what I'm saying? Like
failed. It failed
but
as a board. They
it,
failed.
it ain't deliberate
That's
though,
all.
man. That's the thing. And this right here, this championship, man, everybody knows Angel Reese wasn't shit on that LSU team. She was like the
Oh
fourth or
no,
fifth
she was the
player that
star
was.
player on
No,
that
she wasn't.
LSU
She
team. Yes,
wasn't
she
shit.
was. What are you talking about?
She was riding all
She
the
was
other
the
team.
star
She
player
was
on that
riding
team.
all the other players. Come on, now you need to
Riding
stop that
who?
shit, man.
Who was she riding,
All the other players.
Skywalker?
And then
Who's
and
all
then
the
you
other
got
players,
then you got a
Skywalker?
white girl over there by herself with no other players on the team but her in Iowa. Come on, man.
Last
I need
time
to
I
stop
checked,
this shit,
Kate
man.
Martin wasn't no other player. She
Man,
got
you
drafted
trash.
too.
I need to stop this shit, man.
She not
Angel Reese
trash.
wanted to be
That
shit.
LSU
Angel
team was a
Reese,
really good team, and she was the
nobody
star
would
of
know
that team.
about
So let's
nobody
not
would
do
know
that.
about Angel Reese if she
And
would have went and shook her hand in that girl's face. Nobody
and
would have
that's the
known
problem,
about it.
BD. And that's the problem, BD. When the WNBA or any governing sports body, it's not doesn't have to be the female. It could be NBA, even in the UK, Premier League, whatever. When the body has no control of the situation, now you're gonna end up to a situation where the fans are gonna get triggered. Everybody's gonna start fighting, and then they're gonna call for government intervention or some kind of intervention because the body itself has no control over it. That's my point, BD. The body itself is the problem.
I think there's
WNBA
nothing
needs to
wrong with
fix
it,
up.
BD, because
Full shop.
if they want their the league to grow, man, if I ain't gonna lie, if I was whatever, I guess he ain't worth the fuck anyways.
Right.
But
That's what
shit, if I
exactly.
was the
Dude, that's
if
why
I
I
was
was
the
trying to explain to Skywalker because he didn't watch
wow
it,
man,
so he
that
don't know
bullshit,
that she
man.
was the star of that team.
Respect to Barbie. That bitch ain't shit, man. Go tell her
Okay,
to catch a rebound. How about that?
okay.
Tell her to
BD,
catch a
BD,
rebound.
BD.
No, she's more than
Who
just rebounding,
Wow.
sir.
Man, come on, man. Y'all need to stop this,
We're
man.
not gonna
Okay,
have the angel
BD,
slander on here.
BD. I don't care about this whole female angel. I'm focused on the governing body of the WNBA.
Yeah, that was my focus. Is the politics
Right,
of it
right,
because
right.
nobody wants
Okay.
to talk about the politics of it, and the
I want
politics
to,
of it
I
is
want to, I want
bad.
to, but you guys are distracted about the players. Can I focus on the goddamn governing body? Who
Yeah, please.
investigates and who does the whole investigation on how they conduct the whole league? Who's the board of directors? Who are running this system? And are they being investigated? Are they playing politics? Are
Yeah,
they
that part,
using bribery?
Skywalker.
Exactly. That's
That's what
my
she
focus.
is.
I don't care about
That's
what she
who
is.
and
has
I
the money.
can't
I
get
don't care who has. Oh,
BD, and
she
I
has
can't get
rebounds. She
banned.
has
I
this. She
can't
has
get
that. I
banned
don't
for no
care.
bullshit
I'm
over here.
focused
So
on the
now they'll piss.
organization.
I told you they'll piss me off, BD. I told you when they banned me for saying Dennis Rodman, you can compare the others. And I was no shot. I was actually trying to have a conversation. They banned me. Fuck
I
that
don't
bitch.
care about
How
Dennis
about that?
Rodman. Can we go back to the organization
Yeah,
of the
he
WNBA?
just want to trigger folks. Reddit, he'd be all right.
Okay, then
Um,
BD, lock in, BD.
But
The
again,
conversation
I
is
want to talk about
who's
the
running.
politics of it
Yeah,
because the
so
politics is not good.
Lock in.
I don't care.
Exactly.
You
I
can't
don't
call
think
yourself a conservative and then be for government overreaching. That's what this is. Simply.
man, I don't want to
BD,
hear that. Sometimes it's needed, man. Sometimes it's needed. I hate to tell you,
BD. No,
sometimes
no,
it's
no.
needed.
Wait. BD, I'm not focused on the big umbrella government. I'm focused on the governing body of the WNBA. That's why I asked you, BD, who are the directors? Who are running this league? And are they being
Again,
investigated
Kathy
properly?
Engelberg is the commissioner, but as far as the board of directors, I will have to look that up. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going to look that up for you right
are
now.
they playing favoritism? Is there bribery going on? Is it legit politics? Like something funky is going on because when the governing sports body is failing, that's when you need big government to step in. And big government said, I don't want to get involved. You guys handle your shit. But if you guys can't handle your shit, I will step in. Hence why Trump and all them lot get called in. Just like the FIFA situation. Because FIFA is a mess. And Trump said, oh, wait a minute. You can't control your own disciplinary commission.
Hey,
Because he gives...
but Vanta, after what? Who does Rolando play for?
Ronaldo.
Portugal, right? Ronaldo.
Yes.
Ronaldo
Portugal,
plays
right?
for Portugal, yes.
When Portugal, I'm gonna throw in Mexico, but when U.S., Portugal, and Mexico went out, shit, they lost viewership by 60%. Nobody wants to see that shit. You know what I mean? So
No, okay.
they could have.
No.
They would have been good thing that they would have kept America in, but they lost. But in this,
No.
listen, I'm not gonna say overreach is good, BD, but you know, sometimes it might be needed. You know what I mean? Like if you want to, you gotta. You're in a dying You know what I mean? A dying league. You know what I mean? Have
That's
something to
how.
help
Oh,
you
Yeah,
out.
it's definitely not dying. It's
Oh
actually
man.
growing. It's not dying. The
Okay, well let
WNBA is about to expand to 2 more teams, so it's definitely not
okay,
dying.
okay,
Vanta,
let
this is
Caitlin
to
Clark
answer your question.
let
Hold on, let
Caitlin
me
Clark
answer
lead.
Vanta's question. Um,
okay.
Kathy Engelberg, like I said, she's the commissioner. The league
Mhm.
has also an internal executive team, 26 leaders listed in the WNBA org chart. But this is not the board of directors, so they don't have a board of directors.
Oh, they don't have
They
a
do
board. Okay,
have
okay,
a players union, right?
right.
That's headed
Yeah.
by Nika Agumake,
Uh-huh.
Andrea Bermudez,
Mhm.
Deanna Turner, Elizabeth Williams,
And do they overlook like the
and
disciplinary
mind you,
commission
all of these are players. Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Alicia Clark,
players?
yeah, these are players. That's in there.
See, that's
This is the
crazy,
players
man.
So,
union.
that, so, that, so that,
This is
Yeah,
the
okay.
that shit
players.
that shit
This is
shouldn't be
the
ran like
players
that.
union right here. So of
See,
course they're all
but
players.
see, Vanta, see, this is why it's not together. They had to just throw some shit together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
put the players
anti-union.
as let's let the
No,
players run their own league.
Well, the
no.
players in the NBA run their own union too, though.
No, what?
Skywalker.
Okay,
That's
well,
not.
that's okay. Well, what Vanta is basically, I think what Vanta is asking is who is running this shit? Who is at the top
And
besides Kathy Engelberg?
and you're right.
That's what I
And
think
I don't
Vanta's
believe in
trying to get
unions because
to.
unions have bias. Unions have they do it like a deadlock situation where they're like, oh no, it's your team's fault. No, it's your team's fault. But they're never objective. Unions are never objective. I want objective governing body within the sports goddamn organization. That's my
That's what
point,
I'm talking
BD.
about, Ryan. That's what I'm talking
Ryan,
about,
I
Ryan.
fuck with you, but you know how I feel about the Cowboys. You know the
Let's go,
Cowboys
Cowboys.
suck.
Want to hear that shit?
I can't wait for football season. I got cash shit to
Listen,
talk about the
you,
Ryan,
but
a
Cowboys.
you
hot
know,
mess.
listen, BD. What I was trying to say is the commissioner, NBA commissioner, he should just step in. I hate to say it,
Well,
he
that,
should
that
just
demon,
step
that
in.
Adam Silver,
And
the
and
alien.
and 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 I'm not saying to step in just to okay. If you have to hire more referees, then do that. You know what I mean? Then let's do that. Since y'all say the referees been trash for years, hire more referees. You know what I mean? Or put them into training.
Skywalker, give me a second, Skywalker. I'm going to put BD into a sword. BD, you're a Man City fan. You know the Premier League
I
is run
am.
by the FA, the British FA.
The
Do you
British
think the
FA,
FA?
yeah.
Do you think the FA is run by unions? No, it's run by
Keep,
solid. First of all, it's run by the
yeah,
Prince of the UK, Prince William, number one. That
Right.
he's the head honcho, and he's objectively on point. His favorite team is Aston Villa, by the way, but he
Right.
doesn't put Aston Villa as a favorite. You know, he doesn't give them leeway.
Well, that's my
So
thing. Prince William isn't putting his thumb on the scale.
right. So, but
let me
then
ask
you
you
said
something.
there's wait.
That's
Skywalker,
my
give me a second.
issue.
Yeah,
That's
my
my
bad. Go
You
only
said
ahead.
this
issue is putting your thumb on the
WNBA
scale.
shit. This WNBA organization is run by unions by players. That's already biased. That's subjective. Then everybody's gonna do their own shit. It's fuck. I'm sorry, not to swear, but it's all messed up. You need an objective body of investigation, a body that says, you know what, okay, that team is
Hey,
messed up and they're
how
cheating
about
or this and that. Go
And
ahead.
shout out to
how
Lena
about
in the chat. I see you,
what's
mama.
up, Lena? How about this? How about let's go with what passing through says. How about BD? Now I want to see what you say because you've been talking about it's not a dying sport and this like that. Okay, let them break off from the NBA. What happens? Let me know. What
Yes,
happens?
they're gonna
What
collapse.
happens?
Okay, if the WNBA was to break off from the NBA right
Then,
now, right now,
right
today,
now. Yeah, right now.
2026,
Yeah,
they
right
would
now.
survive probably another 3-4 years because
Right.
They wouldn't
they're
survive nothing
gonna
because it's
hold on,
still
let me
paying.
finish. They would be able to run for at least 5 more years on their own.
No,
At least
they're
that.
still in a deficit. Even with
Yeah, but they would
even with
still
the
be
money.
able to run.
Ah,
There is a
come
thing
on.
called
What's up?
deficit
What's up,
spending,
Miss D?
Skywalker.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do it. Then what's gonna happen? That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be over with. So go ahead and take the load off the NBA. Take the load off of them. You ain't got to worry about it no more. And they ain't got to talk about what's up, Miss D. How's your day been? Hopefully everything's good. I'm up here talking shit. You know what I mean? But listen, they're gonna be what they ain't got to worry about. Just don't say nothing
Hey,
about
Misty. Hello,
getting no
hello.
help. You know what I mean? Don't get nothing about getting no help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You decided to leave. Don't talk about getting no help now.
Well,
Yeah, I
here's the
mean-
thing. That's what I want for the WNBA. Ultimately, is for it to be self-sufficient, right? It hasn't been self-sufficient in 30 years. It's always been funded by the NBA in some way, shape, or form. The goal,
It still
for any sports league is to become
Right,
self-sufficient.
even in UK, BD,
And-
you know, as an Arsenal fan, also women team, they won the female Champions League, blah blah. They still didn't even break to compared to the men's revenue. They trash. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about women's football.
Listen,
Just like how nobody
BD,
cares about
I
women's
know
basketball.
people ain't gonna like this take, but basketball is iffy for women, right? But let's have them play some volleyball or tennis. You know what I mean, or some golf.
Right. At
You
least
know what I mean?
volleyball
Like,
is more entertaining.
come
They
on,
already
BD.
play tennis. Listen, women's
know
tennis
that.
is a very popular thing.
I
Like,
know
people
that.
watch
That's
women's
why
tennis.
Serena.
You know, yeah, I know that. And women's basketball ain't. You see that? You see
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
women's
'Cause
basketball
nobody
is
wants to
coming,
watch
though.
it. But
Because
nobody
it's
BD,
wants to
coming.
watch
The
it,
talent
BD.
is
No,
here,
no,
Skywalker.
No,
BD, come
The
on,
talent
BD.
is
Nobody
here.
wants
It's
to watch
coming.
it, BD. Come on, BD.
Y'all just
Okay,
old.
Hold up. I'm gonna go back and look at this
Skywalker, why are you
because
trying I'm trying to fit.
My bad.
I want to do fatality. I want to do some fatality right now. Can I do
I
some
know because I
goddamn
got
Mortal
I seen
Kombat fatality? Because I know the
yeah I seen
argument.
the video
BD.
that proves something. I'm gonna send it to you if I can find it, BD. Go ahead.
BD, the reason why
Yes.
football, regular football, what you
Let me
call
go find
soccer, and NBA doesn't work with women because that is a real contact sport. Bang, 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 all that, okay?
Yep.
However, the reason why
Facts.
tennis, volleyball, the Olympic, gymnastics and pole vaulting and all that bullshit, tennis and volleyball are range sports. That's what women love. It's like, oh, I don't want to get hit, so I'm just gonna jump, hit the ball, and make sure I jump as high as possible or surf as high as possible as a tennis player. Hence why you got superstar volleyball players and superstar tennis players like Serena Williams, Venus Williams, and all these heifers. But when it comes to contact sports, they can't handle it, BD. They can't handle it. And even as a man watching, I'm like, ugh. Listen, what men like to see is other men just going, I'm going to break your knees. Pow! I'm going to break your jaw. Paya! That's the whole point we enjoy football and NBA and NFL. Whereas
Well,
women-
I've always had the argument, and I always get on women in particular for this. Why don't women support women's sports?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm
BD.
saying? I've always
That's
asked that
true.
question, and I don't get
Because-
enough women to actually give me a good answer on why women, the
BD,
majority of
because-
women, don't
because
support
they
women's
can't-
sports,
they
but they
can't
support
catch-
male sports, though.
Because they can't catch they can't catch a bag. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, all these women out there, majority of them are trying to catch a basketball player. Know what I mean? That's my thing. Okay, have the women go support the women. The NBA players support the women the most, and they get called out a lot. You know what I mean? You know,
Also,
hey,
Skywalker,
listen, if
I'll
it's
be
not
honest with you,
working,
Skywalker.
let's let it go.
Also, I'll be
But
honest
My
with you,
thing is,
Skywalker.
I
Wait,
would
wait.
love to see women support women's athletics, because let's be honest,
you'll never see the video.
the main fan base for most women athletics are men.
Men.
They're
I'll
not
tell you why,
women.
BD. I'll
They're
tell you why,
men.
BD. You want the whole cold-blooded truth? You want it? Yes or no? I'll
Yeah,
tell you
come
why.
on.
Okay, because men respect
I'm for all the shits today.
meritocracy. Wait, hear me out. Men respect meritocracy. Women hate other women succeed. Period. Now that's a reality.
Yeah,
That's a stone cold reality. Do you deny it, BD?
yeah.
Do you deny it?
We big up people when other people when they
When they're
do their
good.
thing, but women they want that shit. So you're gonna
Well,
despise
They
it.
want
Yeah,
the other
that's
woman
what-
to
yeah.
go down. They're like, I hate that bitch because she's so
Yeah.
Well,
good.
I'll take y'all point of view, but I want a woman to come up here and tell me why
You're a
women
man.
don't support
You're a
women's
man,
sports.
BD. You're a
But they're
man. You
gonna
wanna
tell you
see
they
good.
do, BD. BD, come on, man. BD, the women that come up here, they're gonna tell you they do.
Yeah, I know. I want a woman that don't really watch sports. Somebody like a Nay to come up here and tell me why
Oh,
women
oh,
or
yeah.
RLM. Somebody
Okay, you
like
can
that.
get-
Somebody
yeah.
who don't
Okay, then.
watch sports to tell me why women don't support women athletics. But they quick
Wait,
to support the men athletics, though.
So wait, so BD, you want to accept my point of view where I have two sisters?
Yeah,
you
of course
see
I do,
aunties?
Banter.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm saying I've lived around women. All they want to see is themselves doing well and they don't want to see other women doing well. So it's like a
Yep.
spiteful view. They don't want to see other women doing well. That's why they don't support other women. Shit, BD. And I'm being honest with you, man to man. I'm being honest with you.
Okay,
I'm not-
so
I'm
you
not
think
calling-
because the women don't want to see the other women succeed is why
jealousy.
they don't support?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
they're haters, basically.
Yep. Yep.
Jealousy.
Hence why you see most men support women's sports. Yeah. Mhm.
Listen, BD, I
Men-
seen
men-
a video. I'm trying to find it. I seen a video the other day about
Well,
a
Reddit, this
woman.
is just
Oh,
their
matter of fact,
opinions.
I know where it's
You-
at.
I could
I
drop the
think
link
so.
and you could come up here and give your opinion too. I'm all
And you can
for
disagree with
opinions.
me.
I'm not
Okay.
here to
No.
judge other people's opinions. Everybody, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So
Yep.
Shout out to Fabulous. What did Fabulous say?
I can't
Opinions
get
are
blocked
out-
over
like
here. Hey,
assholes.
I
Who
can't
gives a
get blocked
shit?
over here. Yeah, I can't get blocked over here for my opinion over here. Shout out to BD. Yeah. Vance, I
No,
went and said,
BD is a fair judge. I like BD.
yeah, I
Fair
wasn't
judge.
even talking shit in someone else's chat and they blocked me. I can
Oh.
come up here freely. Yeah.
no,
I
see,
ain't
I'm,
gonna hurt
I'm
your
all for
channel.
opinions because I have my own opinion. You understand what I'm saying? We all
So what
are,
is-
are
So
we are
what-
all entitled to our own set of opinions, but what
Yeah.
we're not entitled to are the facts. We're not
Yeah.
entitled to the
Yeah,
facts.
that's-
Facts are
that's real.
facts. And
So why do you
that's where I
think-
draw the line between, people wanting to voice their opinion, but if your opinion ain't rooted in fact, then it's not much of an opinion. You understand what I'm saying?
Passing-
Because your opinion has to have some kind of factual substance to it. You can't just be throwing out
okay, I
opinions
got
just
you.
because. You
I
understand what I'm
got you
saying?
passing through. I see what it is. The sisterhood.
BD.
She talking about the
B-
sisterhood. So
I
listen,
gotta. Can I?
Okay,
Can I?
hold on. Let
Go
Lena
ahead, my
speak.
bad.
She's new to the panel.
stay
Well, she
quiet.
ain't new to the panel, but she ain't been on in a while. Hey, Lena, how are you, mama?
Hey,
What's up, man?
BD. Hey, family. What's up, panel? I know why. One reason why women don't support it is the lack of immediate attention. A lot of women don't know what's going on, and a lot of men don't even. Men are the biggest supporters of women's sports. That's because I really believe they bet on. A lot of men are more into gambling, so they watch the games and they have a vested interest in it. However, like when I saw like when they announced the new team members in the press conference for women who was joining different WNBA teams, it was low. They didn't even dress up. They didn't have no welcome committee. It was just dark. She walked into a room. It was all by itself. I was like, this is so sad. They should make it big, like how they do the NBA. It should be, people coming in, a big party, welcome to so and so, and they get a shirt and stuff like that. That's the way it should be. Just like the men, you'll get more media attention.
Okay, BD, can I respond to Lena
Sure.
real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
Respond to Lena, please.
Hello, Lena. Hello. I like Lena. Me and Lena have good fun back and forth. Lena, I just said men watch women's sports so we can see good, sportsmanship, meritocracy. But the fact that you just flipped it and said, "Oh yeah, men just watch women because of gambling," I'm no gambler. I never gambled on women. That's diabolical.
Yeah, I've
words,
never
Lena.
gambled on a woman's sport
Yeah.
either.
I wouldn't
You
have
just-
never.
you
I
just-
You just
gamble.
watch good
Listen,
sports, Lena.
Yeah, I gamble. I never would gamble on women's sports. Never. Not no women's sports have I ever gambled on. Basketball,
Never.
football, baseball, men. Yeah, but
Even men's sports, I don't even gamble on men's sports. So Lena, come on. that's
It's a
not
whole little world I was watching on YouTube about how they gamble
YouTube.
and how to have invest. It's easier to pick for them. And then another thing too, men gamble on like sports that involve trans women. They're gonna pick the trans because they win.
Oh my God! Excuse me.
That's
Yeah.
why. Shout out to Trump.
And for
Shout
me,
out to Trump for not lying that shit.
that I think that's wholly disgusting to have men that were born men trying to compete against women. I'm totally
Yeah.
against it.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
fully
and,
For the
Um,
record,
can I-
I'm
can I
totally
address that one?
against that.
Can I address that one? I don't that one thing that you pulled up passing through the comment, because when Vanta said that, maybe I'm not gonna speak for Vanta, but I don't think Vanta was putting a jacket on all women, but he was putting a jacket on majority. You know what I mean? If maybe I'm wrong. When you
I
said
think
that
that's not
all
bad.
when you said women are jealous of each other, I don't
Yeah.
think you said
Right.
all women. No,
No,
so
no,
that's
no,
what I'm saying.
no.
I don't believe that neither. I don't think all women either. I'm just saying the majority of women, that's what it is, and that's why they don't watch the sport. You know what I mean?
Right.
They
Oh,
don't wanna
not
see the
jealous. I'm
next.
for it.
That's
I
fine.
believe.
You're
I believe
probably-
women. I'm sorry. Go
You're
ahead.
probably yeah, you're probably one of the women that wanted to see it grow because women, the sisterhood, basically. You know what I mean? But women don't watch it because a lot of them are jealous. They want to see the man. They want to see if
Yeah,
they can catch that basketball player, the next bag.
right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Lena,
I
can I
guess because I have a daughter, so I have a bias. That's why I'm into the women's athletics so hard because my baby like it. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
What's your
I
baby
want
favorite team?
But you're not a woman though. You know
the
what I'm saying?
Atlanta
W-
Dream.
BD, you're
Yeah,
not a woman
Angel
though.
Reese is on the Dream. I miss her though.
Yes,
She
and
used to
that's her
be on
favorite player too.
Sky.
Is Angel
That's
Reese.
why
You know,
too. I got the shirt. I got her Chicago shirt. I don't have her her
that's
Dream
why.
the
shirt.
That's
bias.
why
I
you.
kind of sad. I'm
Skywalker,
salty.
watch the bias, Skywalker.
And
Let me see the
man,
Yeah, I see
bias.
that.
I'm
No,
so
that's what
good
it is.
though.
I see that. That's why BDB act like that. Now I see now. Okay.
Call it
But
what
you
you
know
want.
what? I'm
I'm
so good. I
always pro
even
Brooklyn. I'm always going to be pro Brooklyn.
That's
You know
why you
that.
don't want to give it to CC. That's why you don't want to give it to her.
No,
That's
it's not
why.
that I don't want to listen. I'm not a CC hater. I listen. I went on the other side as a CC fan, and I took a whole bunch of
let
arrows,
me see how
darts,
good you
Hey, you
and
seen
got
you seen
VD.
timed
I
out,
know you
and
know
hey
probably.
all
hey
bunch of shit.
Vanta.
So it's
Hey
not like
VD,
Vanta.
I've
who
never
won the finals
defended
last
Caitlin
year?
Clark.
Hey, listen,
The
Who
ask
won the
finals of what?
WNBA
this is
the
The
this is
Aces
WNBA
won.
finals?
comparing.
The Aces,
Yep,
the
you
Las
Hey,
know.
Vegas
listen.
Aces.
Yep.
Yeah, Aces. Hey, they're comparing Angel Reese with Caden Clark. Caden Clark was dropping 60 in high school, man. Come on,
Well,
man. Y'all
here's the
stop
thing.
playing,
You
man.
want to hear something? Angel Reese is going to make more money than Caitlin Clark. You know that?
I don't know about that. I don't know about
And
that.
I'm gonna tell
Because
you
her
why,
market
Angel.
is
I'm gonna
diverse.
tell you. Thank you, Lena. Angel Reese
Yeah.
can sell a
I don't
product.
I don't know
Yes.
about that.
The
I think
Angel
Reese's
that
Reese
I
can
Puffs.
think
sell a
Wait,
product.
Skywalker.
She can
what's his
model.
name
She's
can
very
get
pretty.
more.
Wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
don't think that's for
Skywalker.
She's
nothing.
gonna make
Skywalker.
more money than Caitlin Clark. Overall, she's gonna make more money. You
Skywalker.
watch.
Nope.
Let me. This is what I was trying to
No,
say
she
earlier.
won't.
Wait, Skywalker.
Yes, you will.
This is what I said earlier. Kaden
Angel
Clark
Reese got
is a
plenty of
beast.
motion. Plenty of
I'm sorry,
motion
BD.
outside of
I'm sorry,
basketball.
BD. I'm sorry,
That
BD.
shit gonna be dead.
No, it
Skywalker,
ain't.
give me a
She's
second.
young
God
and she's
damn.
pretty.
I'm
Yeah,
not talking
Okay.
to a wall.
that ain't going nowhere.
Mushy,
Okay.
That ain't going
Hello,
nowhere.
Okay.
Okay,
It
you
ain't.
guys are beefing.
Ain't going
Okay,
nowhere.
fine. We don't care.
All
You know
right.
what? I'm tired of you. I was gonna say the N word. God damn it! I was gonna crash out.
Don't get
BD.
dropped.
No. BD. My sister, my entire female family, since the World Cup '98. Every time there's a big tournament, guess who all the women get activated for? The men's sports championships, World Cup,
Men,
Euro,
not women.
Champions League,
Not
Premier
all
League
years.
final
One
day.
year the women
Lena!
out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Men.
I'm talking to BD. Lena. I'm talking to BD because BD is a football fan from the UK. You don't understand the Premiership and the World Cup, my dear. So I would ask you to just fall back for me a little bit. BD, my sister, she came with me in the Arsenal parade. She came with me. I asked her, did you go to that female? Because you know the female won the Champions League, right? The men
Right.
lost the Champions League this May. BD, we lost the Champions League final, but the women won the Champions League final. I'm like,
And nobody
Did you go-
cared. I already know.
exactly.
Nobody cared.
Well, and I asked her, was there a parade for the women? She's like, nope.
No,
Did you care? She's
because
like, nope.
nobody cared.
Nope.
But see, see in Europe, right? They don't have the love for the women's sports like we
we
do
don't
here in the
care
United
because we
States.
find them feeble and weak.
Because
They're
that's the way
weak.
it should be.
Right.
That's the way it should
Right.
be.
Sports is a gladiator
See,
sport.
and
I'm
that's
sorry,
why I
I'm-
disagree with both of y'all.
Billy,
I think there's a
Billy,
place for
you
women
know-
in athletics.
You know,
There's a
you
place
know
for
the
women.
sports. You know the sports that we want. Know what I'm saying, that we don't mind to see women in. Well, I just told you, and you said, what is it? Tennis. Look how
Yeah,
popular
you said
it is.
tennis,
You know what I mean?
volleyball,
Volleyball.
because y'all
You know what I mean?
misogynistic ass men
No, because
that just
it's
want to
rain.
see pretty
Oh,
women in
goodness.
dresses
Contact.
Yes, I'm a
jumping
misogynist.
up and
Yes,
down.
They can,
That's
they
what
can
y'all
put, They
want.
can put shorts
What's
on.
that
They can
one
put,
volleyball
listen,
player
they
with
can
the
put
big
shorts
ass?
on.
She tall.
It's
That's why they
contact.
was watching the
Right.
Oh, my
volleyball.
goodness.
They
Forget her
looking at it from a
name.
sexual point of view, not an
They don't
athletic
even
point
film
of
her
view.
face.
I have not said nothing about no sexual. You can
Now,
put,
I ain't
you
say
can
you
put,
did. I ain't say.
you
I'm
can put
saying they
shorts
as in
on them.
general.
I
I'm not
even
talking
said
about you
golf.
and Vanta.
But listen, I even
I'm a
said golf.
misogynist.
What
I'll
about
admit
Yeah, I
golf?
know you a misogynist, Vanta. I already know.
Well,
All
I
right.
am too, but I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about what they look like out there. You know what I mean? If
Even
I'm gonna
even
That
watch
the
some
part,
first time.
sports, I'm
passing
watching.
through
Listen,
that part.
let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. I don't even watch that lingerie sports shit. If I wanted to watch some fucking women, you know what I'm saying? I watch a lingerie fucking football league. You know what I mean? Not no 19, 20-year-old girls playing basketball. Come on, man.
Also,
Well,
I
of
just
course,
want
they
to
I
probably
mean,
that
it's
old
to
too.
each his own at the end of the day.
You
BD,
just mad because they can beat you. That's all.
I
It's
just
cool.
want to say real quick, BD and Lena, the next Olympics, just focus on female pole vaulting. We can absolutely see the majority of labia when they're high up in the
Hell,
air.
in the Olympics, a lot of folks focus on the women track and
Man,
field,
listen.
don't they?
You know what?
How
I
many of
wish
y'all
I
watch
had.
women sprinting? All of y'all
Yeah,
watch the
hey, no,
women's
okay,
100 and the women's 200.
okay. That's something that I can gymnastics. Okay, I forgot about that. That's one of the main.
I'll give women that.
Gymnastics.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And track and field. I give them that, BD. But
And you watch
like,
the
when you want to be
women
out there,
swimming too.
Of
yes, but
course,
see,
because their
BD,
body's
that's
built for
not.
that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see women's rugby, man.
Right.
I don't want to see
Nah,
women's
I mean, I
football.
don't either.
I don't want to see women's basketball when they get busted up and elbowed and choke slammed and shit. No,
But
I'm
my
saying? That's
thing is,
all I'm
I'm
saying.
okay with the women's basketball. I'm okay with that. I don't
fine.
mind because I grew up with chicks
Come on.
that could actually ball for real. Like I
You
grew
know
up
when
with some of these women
when
that could
I
actually
celebrate
really play ball.
I celebrate Venus. You know what I mean? That Chinese Tokyo bitch. You know what I mean? What's the name?
What's her
Tanaki.
name? The half black, half Japanese.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Naomi Osaka,
Yeah,
you
Naomi
talking about?
Osaka.
Yeah,
Naomi Osaka. You know what I mean? They're out there doing their thing. It ain't what they look like. It's what they're doing.
but
That's what I'd rather see them. You know what I'm saying? If a ball hits them, oh well.
See, you guys don't understand what men appreciate about women's sports.
And thank you, Lena, for coming up. I appreciate you, Mom.
Bet that up, Lena.
Wait, did Lena drop? Lena, come back. I'm sorry for the misogyny. Come back.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
sorry,
too
but-
misogynistic for
Damn
her.
it, man. I
forgot y'all had a lady on the panel. Y'all talking like a bunch of savages.
I was actually
Like it
getting
wasn't a lady
we
on
were.
the panel.
We were. I give you that. We were. At least I can admit. I don't know if you will, but yeah, I get it.
No, I was trying to be
We're
pro
talking about
women. I was
savages.
trying to say women are good at two
You told her
things.
to shut up.
Right.
No. Oh, did I? Oh,
You
I'm
told her
sorry.
to shut
Yeah,
up.
man.
Guess what?
You
Because
can't.
listen, it's sports. I'm passionate. What do you want from me? You want me to
Okay,
use
I am too,
estrogen?
but
Yeah, but you
I'm
can't
just
be
telling
telling
you-
the women to shut up, Bantu.
I'm just telling you
I'm
why she
sorry.
left.
I'm
That's
sorry,
all I'm
baby.
saying. You know what I'm
God.
saying? It is what it is.
And
Lucky
Skywalker,
I
you're not
rock
helping
with you.
because Skywalker, you're not helping because you're trying to dilute my point to BD. Stop diluting my point. God damn it.
My bad.
BD, my point is the reason why I love women's sports mainly is because their body are meant for two things: range sports, hence volleyball and tennis, and number two, agility, hence why they're good at gymnastics, swimming, Olympics, stuff like that. But when it comes to physical and strength, leave that to the men. That was my whole point the whole time. That's
Okay,
my whole
so
point.
all of the
Yeah, I
physical
agree.
sports, like the soccer, like the basketball, like
Don't touch
i.e.
it.
baseball, even softball, right?
No. Yeah, stay away, women. Stay
Yeah,
away.
I agree with. Nah, see, that's what I've been saying. I agree. Like tennis
So
ball,
you
it
feel
might
like
give you a
women should
bruise,
only
but it
play
ain't gonna break
certain
nothing.
sports, that they shouldn't play all sports. They
Oh,
should just play a
oh,
select
yeah.
few sports.
Oh, most definitely. I said that. I've been saying that. You must not have
Now,
heard what I said.
the
other
only
day.
thing I will agree with y'all on is this: I don't want to see women's rugby. I don't want to see women American football. I don't want to see that. Right? I don't care for women's hockey. Too tough. I don't
So then
really
what's the
care
difference
for that.
between football
No,
and
But-
basketball?
Basketball, I could do. I could do women's basketball. I could even do the flag football stuff because the flag football stuff, it's not really, them hitting each other. You understand what I'm saying? They're not hitting each other.
Would you like men engaging in ballet?
You have men. You ever heard of Baryshnikov?
Hell no,
You
I
like
ain't
it?
watching
You
that
wanna
nonsense.
see
Yeah, you've had plenty of famous men engage in
I
ballet.
am not watching that. I'm sorry, I'm not watching that garbage. No.
Yeah,
You wanna
but you
see
have men do it though. Is my point. You have men
So
in
be it.
ballet.
But that doesn't mean I have to
Answer
acknowledge
the
it.
question,
I'm like,
BD.
I'm a huge fan of women's track. Some of the most beautiful and fine ladies out there, but I respect their work ethic, skill, and accomplishment as well. Me too. Listen, some of the greatest athletes I've ever seen came from track and field. Jackie Joyner Kersee is probably one of the greatest women athletes ever.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. She was in
right?
track and field.
She was
I
tracking.
can
She
agree
was
with
a
that.
track and field
Yeah, look at what's her
heptathlon, right?
name. Even though
Florence
if
Griffith
Radisson-
Joyner still holds the world record
Yeah,
for the 100-meter
Joyner.
dash.
What about
That's a
Sha'Carri
40-year-old
Richardson?
record. Yeah,
Sha'Carri
Sha'Carri
Richardson.
Richardson is
You know
a
what I
beast.
mean? Yeah, so I can celebrate that. So see, this is where
see.
people get wrong. You know what I mean? I don't care about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they fall, they might scrape the shit, might break a leg. Oh well, okay. But in baseball, softball, whatever, that's the shit that can do some damage. In tennis, that shit ain't gonna do no damage, and not that much. You know what I mean? Shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, you get hit with a 90-mile-per-hour hard ball, and you a woman that you not just shaking that off.
But that's a
That's what I'm
disingenuous
saying.
argument, BD. That's a disingenuous argument because track and field, that is the most neutral sports for men and women because all you have to do is just run. That doesn't have to mean it's contact. There's no contact. You just start and finish. Who's the fastest? That's the whole point. So I have no issue with women just running start to finish. Listen, one of our greatest champions in the Olympics is British. I forgot her name, Jessica Stein. She's a black woman who won for the United Kingdom. Bro,
wasn't she a middle distance runner? She was a middle distance runner, right?
Yeah, hey, listen, I don't mind that, BD.
Yep.
And
so
listen,
I have no issue.
through-
I have no issue with women running. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
That's not my beef.
Yeah.
My beef is contact. That's my beef.
Yeah.
Contact.
Yep. Me too.
That's why I don't have beef with tennis. With Serena Williams, I have no beef being the champion. I have no beef. Because it's not contact. It's a long range. It's long range combat. Combat sports. Long range.
So passing through said the same thing I said, but I just added basketball. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? I guess you don't like it. I added basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
for
gotta
the
look at it.
basketball, I
And
think
soccer,
women can
too.
hoop.
No, I don't think
I
they
think
should be
women
playing
can hoop
soccer
and they
neither.
can play soccer.
No,
And
I don't think
actually,
so
the
neither.
U.S. team has been dominant on the world stage when it comes to soccer.
Nope. I don't
The
think
U.S.
I don't
women
think-
team been
guess-
dominant for
guess-
30 years now.
Well, shout out to them, but I don't think they should be
BD.
playing soccer.
No,
They have, Vance.
No,
Let's-
you know the first.
They have. How many World Cups have
No,
the
but BD
United States women have won? Like 3 or 4 of them.
BD, I remember that. BD, I remember the first female. I think it was like the 2010s around that time. One of your
You had
best
Maya
teams,
Hamm and
they had a
Megan
chick-
Rapinoe and all those girls.
No. You had your best. You had one of your best players called Hope Solo. Hope.
Yeah,
So-
Hope
Yeah, I
Solo,
remember that.
right.
Remember
She was
her?
the goalkeeper. She was the goalkeeper
Yep.
for America.
Yeah.
You know what she was known for after she ended up being one of the best players in the tournament. She ended
No.
up being, part of a goddamn, like an OnlyFans type player. Like people just want to see her nude the whole time. See,
Oh, wow.
the thing with
that
female
sucks,
football
too.
players, the men just want to see them naked. We don't care about.
Speaking of women, right? Did y'all get to watch the UFC fight last night? The Conor McGregor shit.
Conor
Did any of y'all
McGregor got his
catch
ass
that?
whooped. No, but I know Conor McGregor got his ass whooped though.
Nah, he didn't get his ass whooped. He had to retire a minute in because he hurt his leg. But
Yeah, they
he's
said
old.
what's his name? They said Max Holloway took it easy on him.
yeah, but what
he
I
knew
did
something was
see
wrong.
though, I seen Sophie Cunningham. I don't know if y'all know who Sophie Cunningham is, but she's
Yeah,
a
the one at point.
WNBA.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
a
they talked about
WNBA player. She was the
So
ring
what
girl,
happened?
holding
Oh,
the
that's what it
UFC
was.
sign.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
she
I
was one of the
wondering-
ring girls.
Thank
holding
you
up
for
the,
telling
the
me.
round 1 UFC sign shit.
Yes. Damn, I missed it. That's why I wanted to know why she was going. They were talking about something with Sophie Cunningham in the UFC. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, she was one of the ring girls for the Conor McGregor fight last night. Yeah, she was holding up the round 1 sign.
That's another subject, BD. I like to talk about BD. The women UFC. Do you think men respect
Yep,
women? That are
I
punching
found that to be very interesting to see Sophie Cunningham holding up a
BD,
UFC sign.
BD, can I tell you the dark truth about why men enjoy women's UFC? You should
Yeah,
know
tell
this.
me.
Come on, BD. You should.
No, tell me. I would
Because
like to hear
men
from
like
you.
see because a lot of men like to see women beat each other up bloody, and it's humorous for us. We just start laughing. Like, look at these women just punching each other up. I'm sorry, we don't care about their skills. We just want to see women be bloody against each other. That's
Out of
I
all
don't
of the
even wanna see
UFC
that.
women you've seen, who's the one name that you recognize the most?
I don't know Ronda Rousey.
I mean, back in the day, probably what's her name? Ronda Rousey. You have the
Right.
other
I
one,
knew you was gonna
Holly
say
Sun.
that because she's the most
No,
famous
and
name.
Gina
There's only two
Carano
of
is
them.
another one.
There's only two
Gina
of them.
Carano.
I know of her
What
now,
about Gina
but
Carano?
yeah, I know of her now,
No,
Vanta, but I only know of Ronda Rousey and Cyborg. That's it. And I don't even know
Cyborg. Oh yeah,
Cyborg's real
Cyborg is
name.
demonic. Yes.
Yeah,
Wasn't she?
Cyborg
She
could
messed
actually
him
fight.
up.
Yeah, she actually
Yeah.
whip your ass for real.
But
I done seen her go in
BD,
on a few women. The
BD, my
cyborg
point
chick.
is, my point is, men don't watch like compared. Like, listen, my favorite UFC fight of all time is actually I have two: Chuck Liddell and GSP.
Well, you know, for me, it's John Jones and Anderley De Silva.
Oh yeah, Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, Anderson
Well,
Silva and John
remember-
Jones.
I was watching that one fight where his leg literally snapped in half. Ah, that was diabolical.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I still think John Jones is the GOAT of UFC. In my opinion, he's the
Yeah.
GOAT.
I had someone
Like,
try
I've
to
seen a
argue
lot of
doping.
good UFC fighters, but I ain't never seen nobody who was as dominant as John Jones.
Hell no. I had someone trying to argue with me that he lost. Damn, I forgot which one they told me that he lost. They said they tried to tell me that he lost two of them. I said, hell no, man. I said them two are good fights, but he ain't lost.
John Jones will always have the cloud of doping. That's the issue with him.
Yeah, but John
Yeah.
Jones was that dude. I don't care what nobody say. Like John Jones wasn't nobody really fucking with him for real. Not for real.
GSP.
Wasn't nobody really fucking with him.
He'll jab you to death, and he was always clean. He was a clean jabber. Yeah, a striker,
Even-
as they call him.
Even the people that he fought against say the same thing. So,
Yeah, and John Jones could hit not only lay you out with a punch, he lay you out with a straight kick too.
Yep.
That's true. I agree. What
Yeah,
about
John
Randy
Jones
Couture?
didn't really have
I
to
think-
wrestle y'all like
I
that.
think
John
Randy
Jones,
Couture is one of
he
the
was a
most
striker.
underrated-
And thank you for
No, he
coming
was a
through,
striker.
passing through. I appreciate it.
It's all good. But yeah, even Randy
No
Couture,
passing
people
through.
sleep on Randy Couture.
Yeah, Randy
Back in the
Couture
day.
was a beast too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I stopped watching UFC after all them people left. Randy Couture,
Oh yeah,
Chuck
yeah,
Liddell, Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
Shit, I can
Oh,
name, but I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, but there's a lot of them.
Skywalker.
Like
that
John
was the
Jones,
end of an
even
era.
when- Yeah.
Well, you know,
man,
the
all them
UFC
people.
stock, just
George
like, you know,
St. Pierre,
just
BJ
like in
Penn.
pro wrestling, the UFC stock got to have some overturn too. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the new
I agree with
generation that's coming out for the UFC, folks don't know about them yet, but they coming. The talent is there. It's just, you know, they haven't been put out there like how they should be. Not yet, anyway.
And Skywalker, I waved the white flag when I saw Brock Lesnar and CM Punk in UFC. I'm like, what the? Aren't you guys from
But
wrestling?
here's the difference: CM Punk was a bum in
But-
UFC.
but-
Brock Lesnar actually was able to do some stuff.
But Brock
Brock Lesnar got
Lesnar,
beaten up by Randy
up.
Couture.
hold up, Brock Lesnar started in wrestling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he was a wrestler, and then he went to WWE or whatever it was called at the time, and then he went to UFC. Then he went back to WWE.
Yeah, Brock
and
Lesnar
he
could
was
actually wrestle for real though.
Yeah.
He's not just
he was a wrestler in high school.
yeah.
No,
Brock Lesnar could actually do the UFC for real.
But Skywalker, I watched Brock Lesnar get destroyed by Randy Couture. It was a big heavy fight.
Yeah, I agree
and
with
Randy
that.
Couture smashed him up.
Yeah, I agree with
yeah.
that. It happened.
No, I mean
You know what I
UFC is always, listen, if you remember Kim Shamrock, he was in WWE
Oh
too.
yes,
But
I love.
He was killing folks in UFC.
Yep. Him and
Actually,
him
Steve
and
Steve
Tito Ortiz-
Blackman, if you
him and
remember
Tito
Steve
Ortiz
Blackman,
had him and Tito Ortiz had a beef.
Yep.
right? Yeah, Kim Shamrock was that guy when UFC was just starting to get off the ground. Kim Shamrock was the face of that.
BD, that's that. Okay, real quick. Ken Shamrock, like you said, BD, he started off as a MMA guy, and then he went to wrestling, and he was so because obviously he was by default a MMA guy. He couldn't fit into wrestling world, so he had a
not
little
really.
short stint. Yeah, so I remember him back in wrestling, and then he went back to UFC or MMA. He's like, yeah, I can't do this wrestling bullshit. I'm going back to the real shit. He went back to the real MMA because Ken Shamrock, you don't mess with him. You don't mess with Ken Shamrock. He will F you up
Kim
on
Shamrock was that dude. He wasn't nobody to be
Yeah.
playing with like that.
site. Yep. What did you
Yeah,
used to
Kim
call
Shamrock
it?
actually whipped your ass,
The three luck clover. because he was Irish.
Listen,
Yeah.
Kim Shamrock, when he got to the WWE, they had to tell him, like, look, you can't be doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
to our wrestlers.
you're too
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to tone it down because they're not used to that.
Right.
With their wrestlers, they're not professional fighters. You're a professional fighter.
He didn't know
You
how to
actually
do
hurt
the
one of
rehearsals.
our
You know, the fake moves. Like, bro, I'm here to literally connect a punch.
Right.
Connect.
like him. Shamrock would really hurt somebody for real. And yeah, they had to slow him down. Steve Blackman too. They had to slow him down because these are guys that could actually really hurt you for real.
And CM Punk learned the opposite. CM Punk was like, "Yeah, I can handle all."
Yeah,
this
CM Punk thought he was gonna go in there and think he was Brock Lesnar, and he got in there, he got his ass whooped.
And then they came back to WWE like, "Yeah, I'm back." You know, what's it called?
Snake,
Cash Money,
I see you, brother.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, BD. You remember he came back and he went back for that championship belt. You know when he grabbed the suitcase,
Right.
with the ladder. Yeah, like I'm going back to that same system. I'm like, you punk, CM Punk. But anyway.
Oh yeah,
that's the
but
whole thing.
you know, back to my original topic though. I just don't want to see the government influencing sports like that, putting their hand on the scale and picking and choosing winners and losers. I'd rather the sport deal with that.
I think we all
Sometimes it's
agree.
needed, BD.
I think we all
Sometimes it's
agree.
needed,
We all
BD.
agree. Yeah, we all agree.
Nah, sometimes it's needed. Fuck it.
But no,
And you
it's
step
needed.
in.
It's needed. Starbucks is needed because the governing body, the organization, are failing their
Yeah.
job. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
They're
point.
failing the job. That's what I'm saying. You got to rectify shit when they're failing. But I see where you're coming from, BD. I'm just, you know, what I mean, that's
Yeah, I know you just talking stuff. But I just, you know, if we conservative, right? If you call yourself a conservative, then you shouldn't be for government overreach, because that's a
I
part
don't
of being a conservative. Is
But
not
BD
to want government overreach.
Meaning conservatives does not mean, you know, oh, no government period. That's libertarian.
I know that, but they specifically say they don't want government in their business.
But who is they? I need to clarify something. Who is
Conservatives. Conservatives
Okay,
don't want government. They want limited government.
they? I just told you, BD. Well, see, you say that again. Limited.
Limited government, meaning not
Okay.
government overreach.
But when the government gives a body, let's say a corporation, a right to control themselves, and those companies can't control themselves, what do you expect is going to happen? Somebody has to step in. Who's going to step in, BD?
Yeah,
There has to
for me,
be something.
the whole Caitlin Clark thing is a bad look because you know you dealing with a liberal activist league in the W, and when you're trying to put a MAGA stamp on somebody back that's playing in a liberal league, you're gonna get that person hurt.
It's only MAGA because right now it's Trump's government. Okay, let's say it was some random other. Okay, let's say it was Reagan. Let's say it was Reagan who's controlling right now.
Vanta, I give you a better
They'll
example.
be cheering for it.
Let's just say Obama was the president,
Okay.
and he wrote an article talking about the WNBA's beating up Angel Reese and they need to stop, and he demanded action. You know what the outcry would have been from these white
know,
people if you would have seen that?
Just like how you're giving an outcry that is MAGA. It's two coin. It's two. It's two
Yeah,
sides
that's
of the
what I'm
same
saying.
coin.
That you can't have that kind of, you
Well,
know what I mean?
then-
Like
well,
if you're gonna if that would have been Obama, people would have been up in arms.
And
What is he
Obama-
doing in our sports? It's the government trying to take over. So why you can't have that same heat for Trump is all I'm saying.
No,
You would
I-
have had that heat for Obama for any Democrat.
Of
So
course.
why not have that heat for the Republican too? That it's two sides of the
I
same
do.
coin. To your point,
do.
it's still government overreach at the end of the day.
BD, I do. I don't think government should be involved in sports. My point is, this situation has been ongoing to the point where the fans, the media, everybody's, especially the media that's been playing the racial card. It's like, oh yeah, especially with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Do you disagree or disagree, BD?
Nah, the government has been trying to.
Wait, hear me out, real quick. The media, not the government, the media has been playing hokey pokey with Caitlin and Angel Reese, making it a black and white situation. Do you think the media has played a part in this situation right now? BD?
Oh, absolutely. The media owns the lion's share of what's going on now because it's the media that's pushing this narrative.
Mm-hmm. What about the fans?
Like this right here that I'm about to share for you. You see this article right here? This is an example of the media, right? This is NBC, right? This is an NBC article. Lawmakers also suggested in their letter that the government agencies such as the Department of Justice should investigate if discrimination or retaliation are creating a hostile work environment in the WNBA. FIBA officials said in the statement, neither Clark nor team officials have been in contact with the congressional group and that they were unaware of this letter before its release. Like, what part of the game is that?
So that's NBC. That's NBC. Now let's see a right wing position because we all know NBC is liberal.
I'll show you one.
Yeah.
Now that's a liberal. That's a liberal talking point, right? Yeah. I'll show you the conservative one too because I had that pulled up. Hold on. Let me get it for you because I took it down.
Because we have that same situation.
Give me 1 second.
BD. So I can relate what's happening over there.
Now everybody knows that NBC is liberal leaning, right? We all know that, right? That NBC is more liberal than conservative.
Right.
That's fair to say.
So some would say far left, but yeah.
I won't say far left, but they're definitely left, center left, right?
Right. Not even center, just left. Let's say left.
They left. They're crazy left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
so
let's see the other side.
Here's this article here. Now this is a Fox News article, right? Now we all know Fox is very conservative. They're not liberal at all.
Fox is trash too.
Yeah, I'm just saying they lean conservative though. They're not a liberal fabricating. They're a conservative one. This is their article.
Right-wing conservative.
Yeah. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White showed little interest in addressing the recent letter sent by 11 Republican members of Congress to the WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg over the treatment of superstar Caitlin Clark. Outkick asked White prior to Thursday night's game against Phoenix Mercury what her reaction was to the letter, which stated that Republican lawmakers were concerned about physical hostility and violence that Clark faces and suggest it might be racially motivated.
There you go.
Now,
that's
interesting. Racially motivated. That's strong stuff.
And they picked their words. They said superstar.
Right. That's strong stuff to say that, her being targeted is a racial motivation to it. When there are plenty of other white women in the W. Right? There are plenty of white women in the W. So to say that is racially motivated is kind of a stretch for me.
Okay, BD. There's a bunch of black players in the NBA, but for example, let's say back in the day when Kobe was accused of being a rapist, everybody was on his neck. Right? Even though he was a black player in a black league, so now everybody's on Caitlin Clark's neck. Oh, a white girl where there's other white players. Like, come on, enough with that. I'm looking past the semantics. BD, real talk. Both sides are playing politics. Media-wise.
Oh yeah, they're definitely playing politics, but I don't think it's good for Caitlin Clark to have the MAGA stamp on her back. It's not good for her.
Right.
It's not. Not in the W. You dealing with a liberal activist league, and you're gonna put she already Caitlin Clark, right? So by default, she already has kind of a target on her, right? So you put the MAGA stamp on her back, on top of already being Caitlin Clark. That just make it far worse.
No, to me, it makes it far worse for the WNBA, and
it makes it far worse for both the WNBA and Caitlin Clark personally.
BD, it makes it bad, not for her. It makes the league look bad because the league is looking racial right now. It's like, okay,
right. And I don't like the whole racial. I want to judge these women on what they do on the court, not what I could care less about what they do off the court. I could care less about they fucking whatever deals and endorsements and all I care about is what they do between the lines, bro. All that extra shit to me is just extra shit.
I agree.
I don't really want to deal with.
Okay. Final question for you, BD, because I don't want to, because I feel like we're going circle in circle. Who should organize this? Should it be inside the WNBA organization, or if they fail their objective, should the government really step in and say, you know what, you guys are messing up? Maybe we need
Or
to
should
step
they
in.
just let it keep happening and just say F it?
Well,
No, I think
that's
the W. I think the W do need to do something about its officiating because it's been horrible. And my thing is, we can't just make it all about Caitlin Clark, because if we make it all about Caitlin Clark and then they start giving her whistles, right? Let's say we make it all about Caitlin Clark and the officiating changes, and now all of a sudden Caitlin Clark start getting whistles that she wasn't getting previously, right? But then you're allowing all the other ladies to get beat up while you giving
Come
Caitlin
on, man.
Clark
You know
this
that ain't
whistle.
gonna happen.
That's
Come
not
on,
a good
man.
look.
I agree with Skywalker. I agree with Skywalker.
Okay,
I
well,
agree with
okay.
Skywalker.
You know it's not gonna happen, but let's just say it does happen, right? They did it with Jordan. Nobody said nothing. If you got someone that managed Jordan and said, "This is y'all's Michael Jordan," why not let it happen? If that's the case, I'm not
And
even
here's
saying
the
it is
thing,
happening.
to your point, Skywalker, they did do it with Jordan, right? But they didn't do it with Jordan right away. Jordan went 8 whole years getting beat up by the Celtics, getting beat up by the Sixers, getting beat up by the Pistons before they decided, oh shit, here Jordan's is going to be our cash cow
Right.
per
There
se.
you go.
We need to protect him, right?
Okay,
But it
okay, I
took
agree
8
with you.
years for them to
But
figure that out.
let me
We had to
let me
get
tell you
beat
like
up
this.
first.
But listen, they didn't have nothing to go off of before that. If they had
Skywalker.
something to go off before that, they would have did it quicker. Now they got something to go off of.
Skywalker.
But they
They're
did
gonna
have
they're
something
gonna
to
try to
go
do it
off of
quicker.
that, though. They had Magic and Bird to go off.
Man, that shit was bullshit, man.
Skywalker,
How is
BD
that
just asked you
bullshit?
a
Magic and
question.
Bird saved the NBA. How was that bullshit? They
Skywalker,
saved the
BD,
NBA. There is no Jordan without Magic
I
and
wouldn't
Bird.
I
Skywalker,
wasn't alive
BD
at
just
that
answered
time.
your question, and BD contradicted himself. I'm sorry, BD. You did contradict yourself. And you answered Skywalker's question. Because you said, oh, Skywalker had to get hit until he got his way and he became the cash
No,
cow.
that's not a contradiction. That's what happened.
But that's what so Caitlyn, judging by she earned her stripes, she performed, she's getting licks, and now she's a cash cow for the WNBA. So she's basically the Jordan of the league. So maybe then she's so much of a cash cow that the league is going to overlook any, they're going to protect her and say, no, enough is enough. She's the cash cow. Just like Messi. Messi, now people are considering the World Cup. Messi's so protected because he's a cash cow.
I'm not saying.
Oh, they
that the
definitely
girl gets-
protecting Messi. Know
Well,
that.
there you go.
So why not protect the girl that's bringing the money to the league?
Mhm.
Why not protect it? I'm not saying if someone just lays a finger on her or breathe on her to fucking. I'm talking about the shit that's been happening to her. You know what I mean? Don't let it happen so often. How about that? I'm not even saying to let it. Let's not let it happen so often. The girl with the choke slam on the ground the other day, and everybody, everybody was like,
I saw that
everybody,
throw punch.
oh,
Skywalker.
it happens. It happens. When does it happen? When the girl?
It never happens. It never happens. Bullshit. It's bullshit, Skywalker. It's bullshit. You don't punch somebody in the throat in a game in NBA. The fuck? I'm sorry. Goddamn. I'm sorry.
Nah, you don't do that in the NBA. You get into a fight for real. They be fighting for real.
Yeah. So
Bro.
why? I'm saying like the girl was smiling. If you go back and look at it, the girl looked like she was smiling to me when she was doing it. So
That was
Man.
intentional. That was intentional.
Okay, not to get off topic real quick, but I do want to ask you this, Skywalker, while I got you up here. What do you think about Lindsey Graham death? Since we are talking politics.
God damn.
That's the preacher, right?
Politics. Oh my god.
that's
Yeah,
the
what do you
preacher,
think
right?
about Lindsey Graham dying? What do you think about that?
Hey, hopefully he goes to the right spot.
Hopefully he goes to the right spot. Do you think it's a big hit for MAGA, or do you think they'll get over it?
I think they'll get over it.
I thought this was sports, BD. I thought this was sports.
Hey, it's where
This-
sports and politics collide, man.
Oh
That's
my
what it
Read
is.
the tagline.
That's what it
I
says.
got me sound like a
Sports
goddamn
and
black
politics
man. Oh
Read the tagline, sir.
Man.
So
Let people read it.
I think we should save this topic for a real. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, I just
Yeah,
wanted to know what
I
his
don't know
thoughts
too-
were.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be too much of nothing. I think they'll find a replacement for him. I hate to say it, for him. And that's with everybody. MAGA on the other side, left side, right side. You know what I mean? They're just gonna find a replacement. That's all.
Yeah, I think that it's next person up at
Yep.
this point. Plus, Lindsey Graham was one of the old school Republicans. He was a Republican during Reagan and Bush and all that. So
Yeah.
I have a question for BD.
he's a MAGA turncoat. He wasn't just MAGA just because. No, he was MAGA because it politically suited him,
Yeah.
not because he wanted to be. Because he wasn't always that. I remember
Lindsey Graham
Lindsey
wasn't a
Graham
real,
in the 90s.
Lindsey Graham wasn't
He
a real
was a
preacher
neocon.
anyway.
Yeah, he was a
wasn't real preacher
neocon.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't MAGA.
I wouldn't
So,
listen to that
I did
motherfucker.
that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to know what your
Right,
thoughts was on that.
I have a question for BD. BD, like outside of
Bill
politics, sorry, like, do you truly believe in this goddamn left, right, up, down, diagonal system? You truly believe in it?
Left, right,
I
up,
don't-
down. What system?
Yeah,
Diagonal
like,
system.
like I'm just saying the whole side. Like, oh yeah, I'm blue, I'm red, I'm left, I'm right, up, down, diagonal.
No, I'd rather folks just want to be American at the end of the day.
Okay.
I
agree
think we
with that,
got too
BD.
much stuff out here dividing us already.
So
Like
so
we
what I-
don't
what I-
have enough folks that just want to be American. Can we just be American first
I
and
agree
then
with that,
worry
BD.
about all that extra shit later?
But,
Yep, I
but
agree with
BD, I'll be honest with you, sir. I'll be honest with you. I don't think many can say that. But BD, I feel like you're still trapped in the old system where you still feel like there's some liberal and conservative bias and they control things. Well, me personally, I think all of it needs to get destroyed. Period.
Well, here's the
This
thing: a
point.
lot of folks think the same way, just in reverse, right? Like most conservative think liberals are low IQ and fanatical, and most liberals think
liberals are
that
incels.
conservatives are low IQ and fanatical, and that's why you can't
Well,
get both
I
sides
think-
to meet in the middle
No,
because
you
both
need-
sides
I
think
think
the
it's-
other side is low IQ.
But
How
that's
you
the
ever
thing,
going to meet
BD.
in the middle if you think the other side don't have the same brain
Big-
power you
Eh,
do?
BD, that's the thing. They don't want to talk. You know what I mean? You see it all the time. You know what I mean? When you got these people out on the street, they go up to talk and they mention one thing. I seen the girl, the red skinned girl, the red bone that got hit in the head in New York. Well, I seen her, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago, put a you, and as soon as she mentioned Charlie Kirk, they walked away. They can't even have the conversation. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, but that's where it has to start. You have to be able to have the conversation no matter how you think.
But see, that's
And
a lot
without
of
getting mad at each other.
And this is why talking politics is hard, because when you talk politics, people can't seem to separate what's logical from their emotions.
And that's
Yep.
my issue, BD. That's my
Yep.
issue. I try to be logical, but then whenever I talk to anybody who's a sports fan, they make it emotional. For example, BD, I'm in the UK, and the UK
Soccer
crashed
sucks.
out over. Wait, Scott, okay, give me a sec. When Trump overturned the red card for Florian Balogun for him to play against Belgium, the British media, British people that I know, they're like, oh yeah, because Trump is a dictator. He told FIFA corruption. All I heard
But
the whole week.
they ain't had that smoke for Portugal though.
Billy, that's exactly my point. I'm like, I kept telling you, I'm like, no, they're like, oh, a new president was set. I'm like, what president? Oh, Trump started a new system. I'm like, no. Look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo should have been banned at the start of the World Cup. Because he's a star player, FIFA overturned it by the Portuguese government telling FIFA, we need the star player in the World Cup. And FIFA's like, okay, we're going to make Ronaldo play. So people are very selective, BD. And that's
No,
what
I
makes
get
me
it,
physically
Vincent, but
sick.
my thing is, I just don't want to see this president
No,
filter
no,
down
BD,
into
no,
other
you don't get it,
sports.
BD. I'll put you to the
I
floor,
do
BD.
get it.
respect
Like
you as my
the
elder.
way I look at it is like this: what happened? Because the political pendulum always swing both ways, right? How about if you get a Democrat
I don't
president?
care. I don't care about.
in
I don't care about the
20
pay.
hold
I
on,
think
let me finish. What happens? You get a Democrat that get elected in 2028, and he decides, okay, I want to protect Lamar Jackson. Right?
If he's
he's getting hurt
face,
too much.
if he's the
Let's
face,
change
if
the
he's
rules
face of the
NFL so we could keep Lamar
Hey.
Jackson on his feet.
BD, if he's the reason why people are putting their asses in that seat, let's protect him.
You know,
wait.
or them
Agree?
doing that for Mahomes, right? Like that.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I just don't want to see
They
it
did for
filter
Brady,
with other sports where the
but they
government
did-
start choosing certain athletes that want to protect and
Oh,
forsake
they-
all the other
oh.
athletes that are playing.
They should be better.
Wait, BD. Wait, Scott, give me a second. BD, you know, I got kicked out of certain Arsenal communities in my circle because I said what Trump did was right to defend his Balogun, again, a black player. Because you know the people say, "Oh, Trump is racist. Trump is racist." I'm like, so why is he caving for a black player? Very bizarre. But guess what? When I told him I would do the same thing that Trump did for an English player, I'd go kicked out of the community. Why? Because all they wanted was confirmation bias, BD. They wanted to hear, yeah, Trump evil, he interfered, that's cheating. I'm like, no. If I had the power myself as the King of England or the Prime Minister of England, I would have done the same thing if that red card was unjustified, which the red card was unjustified, BD. Like I said,
Yep.
Balogun did the same tackle as Messi. Messi got away with it scot-free in the same World Cup. But Balogun,
Bobby,
American player,
hold on, Vanta. Bobby, I want you to hit this link and defend that statement that Lamar Jackson's the most overrated quarterback of all time.
oh, Bobby Perkins,
Hit the link and defend that, because I totally disagree about him being overrated. He's not overrated at all. That man got 3 MVPs. You can't overrate somebody with 3 MVPs.
I know Bobby. Bobby talks a lot of smack. But yeah, BD, like I
And he got 3
MVPs.
MVPs and he's never once had a real wide receiver 1-2 throw to, mind you. He's never had a Justin Jefferson. He had an Odell Beckham past his prime. So that don't count.
Beckham.
Yeah, I mean, but Beckham was past his prime by the time he got on the Ravens. He's never had a Puka Nakua. He's never had no big time receiver to throw to, but yet this man got 3 MVPs. So how is he overrated? Come on this panel and defend that, Bobby Perkins.
Yeah.
Besides, I've never seen you come on the panel anyway, so this would be a first.
No,
Come on the panel and tell me why Lamar Jackson is overrated. I would love to hear your take on that, because I completely disagree with that.
But yeah,
That
BD,
Lamar's overrated.
BD, my point is, as much as I try to talk in good faith, eventually you'll get cancelled. That's the whole point. That's my point, BD. I got cancelled by my own community, my own Arsenal people got rid of me because I defended Trump. I'm like, that's not Trump's fault. That's FIFA.
Yeah, that's
messed up.
FIFA. They ain't had nothing to do with Arsenal or none of that.
But
That was FIFA.
BD, they wanted me to say, oh yeah, Trump evil. And yeah, that was corruption. I'm like, no. Look at Ronaldo. Look at Messi. There's something called star privilege, and FIFA get paid out by other nations. Look at Qatar, BD. Look at Qatar,
Right.
the last World Cup. That World Cup should never happen. It should never happen. BD, you know I'm from the Middle East, BD. You were in the Middle East.
Okay, my bad, Bobby. You're right.
You know
He
how-
has 2, not 3, but still, he's not overrated though.
Let me go back to
Nah, go ahead,
Since
Vanta. I
you
didn't mean
said
to cut you off.
politics
Go ahead.
sports. Since you know you served, right? You went to the Middle East while you were serving. You experienced the Middle East. Am I wrong? Okay.
Yes,
You know,
I've been to the Middle
Qatar
East. Yes.
did not deserve. Right. You know, Qatar did not deserve the World Cup host in 2022 because what they
No,
do
but they had the money.
to
That's why they
immigrants-
got the host.
Exactly. But guess what?
That was
Nobody
that was
cares.
about
It's
money.
Qatar. It's Qatar. Right. So wait. If Trump, rightfully so, overturns an illegal red card, that's corruption. But even though all of you mother effers were all okay with a slave nation to host the World Cup, in the previous 2022 World Cup. F all of you, the whole planet. F
Well,
you all.
here's the thing, Vance. A lot of
Disgusting.
people
That's why I'm talking about
aren't
Vance.
aware of
Vance.
they don't
Speedy,
they're
I
not
won't
aware
stand
of
for this, Speedy.
Qatar's history and their history of human rights
No.
violations and all that. They're not aware of that. They look at Qatar and say, okay, we just got a big oil country, but they don't understand the history,
No.
the underlying
Speedy, I'm
history
not
that
talking
goes
about-
with that.
I'm not talking about FIFA. I'm not talking about FIFA, baby. I'm not talking about FIFA.
No, I'm just
not
talking about
talking
people
about-
in general.
Exactly. So the people in general who I hate the people in general. I hate them. I hate them with a passion because they can't even do a little simple Google search. Can't you do a little simple? Okay, who's more corrupt, America or Qatar? Instantly, Qatar is more corrupt than America. Instantly,
Oh yeah, by far. By far.
Qatar bought their World Cup. America didn't. America said, "Yo, we got." And by the way, it's not only America. Again, people forget. America, Canada, and Mexico agreed
Right. It was a trio of countries. It wasn't
Right.
just the United States on its own. Right.
Because to benefit all each other's economy,
Right.
as the main Americas, South America, North America, and Canada, right? But Qatar literally bought the World Cup. They bought it, slave nation. So I'm sorry. Anybody who says Trump was corrupt, middle finger to you, all of you. You goofy low IQ.
I know
monkey.
Bobby got a thing for you, Vanta. I don't know
Well,
what
come
you
on
said
here,
to Bobby.
monkey. I'm gonna call him a monkey. I'm sorry, BD.
Bobby said, "Fuck you." He told me to tell you that.
Hey, at least I call you a monkey. I don't need to
Speaking of, where's your cousin at, Vanta? I ain't see King K in a minute.
Oh, King K wilding out in Dubai.
Oh, okay.
Yo, this
He
man
wilding
he
out?
just shows up randomly. Yeah, he's one of those people. Yeah. Even our family, like, oh, where's our cousin? Like, yeah, he's somewhere out there. But he'll show himself up somewhere somehow. I'm sure he's enjoying the England win against Norway. BD. Shout out to Holland losing.
Here's the thing. The VAR fucked that up for Norway. Let's be honest, Vanta. I know you don't want to hear that, but come on, son. Come on. You know the VAR fucked that up for Norway.
And guess what's
You know that was a bad call, Vanta. You know that was a bad call.
Nah,
you
that
know
was
it
legit.
was.
Nah,
You know it was. I know you're not going to say that because you're an England fan, but that was a bad call. They blew that call. It's just like in the Argentina-Egypt game, they blew that Mo Salah call. It was the same shit. It really wasn't no difference.
No,
But you know what they setting this up for? This is about France and Argentina meeting in the final so you could have an Mbappe Messi battling for the golden boot at the end of the day. That's what this is about.
Yo, BD, I'm sorry, Skywalker, but BD, every time I see Skywalker on the panel, I just pull up the England 3, Mexico 2.
I'm
you
an
just see
American.
some lions eating up some
He's
goddamn
American. He don't
Mexicans.
care about no Mexico. You think
No,
Skywalker
he's
care about
goddamn
somebody Mexico?
No.
Skywalker
BD.
don't give a rat's about somebody Mexico.
I don't know what he talking
BD,
about. The BD.
BD, real
And
talk,
neither
real
do
talk, BD,
Einstein
real talk.
for real. Einstein don't care
BD,
about
real
nobody Mexico either.
Of course, they're American. I understand. They're
Okay,
American. And
give my
America-
brother Brandon some grace, y'all. Hold on.
okay.
Oh,
Good
hello.
afternoon, Brandon. How are you, sir? Long time no see.
Just fine.
How you
No,
how,
that was the
how have
Bugs
you
Bunny
been,
guy,
Brandon?
Looney Tunes.
I'm doing great.
What are your subscribers at? Before you ask me, I'm gonna ask you. What are your subscribers at?
175.
175.
Damn. Last
Bam,
night he
raised
was on 50. Whoa.
Okay, so you moving up in the world, Brandon. I'm proud of you.
My old channel
And
had
where's
nearly
your-
6,000.
Where's your Foghorn Leghorn avatar? That's the one I was used to seeing.
I'll say now.
Nah, he got Daffy Duck now. Yeah, that's the one I was used to seeing. The Foghorn Leghorn.
Every time I see Foghorn Leghorn, I say,
Yep, there he is.
say now.
Yep, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad all is well
Why
with
would
you,
you-
though, Brandon. Good to see you back.
Yes.
Hey, Einstein said,
By
go
the
back to
way,
his
Brandon,
channel.
I'm sub to you. I always watch you playing GoldenEye or some other game. I see you, Brandon.
And Bobby, I'm not going to do that to that man. He on the spectrum, sir. I'm not going to do him like that.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is why Billy.
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Did you remember? Did any of you sub to my channel on here?
Well, I've been subbed to your channel a long time ago, sir.
Yeah, same.
What about the other people on
Fans are
here?
black.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Skywalker has too.
Mm-hmm.
A long time
Vance is
ago.
sub to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so all three of us are sub to you, Brandon. Just keep making your content, and we'll keep
Mainly,
coming.
the last videos I did was upload my own unboxing videos from 2021.
Right. Well, you just got to be careful on what you upload them because you know YouTube will get rid of you for the copyright stuff now.
Right.
So you got to be really careful on what you putting on there.
Brandon, since it's the World Cup season, you should probably play like some FIFA, I don't know, some kind of football gaming during the World Cup.
Yeah, Brandon, do you do sports games by any chance? Do you play any sports games?
Not necessarily.
What does Minecraft?
What's your favorite sport, Brandon? Like give me any league, NBA, British football, NFL,
Bowling. I play bowling.
Bowling, okay.
Yeah, I like bowling too, especially to go do. That's one of my favorite things to do is to go bowling. I love to go bowling.
Same. I like
I have a
to
bowling.
weekend.
My bowling
That's
season
fun.
starts late next month.
I know that's right.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Bowling is fun.
Yeah,
Every
bowling is
Monday.
fun now. The most I've ever got is 135. That's the
The most-
highest I've ever bowled. But I'm not no great bowler. I will say
suck.
that I'm not.
I suck too.
My
I suck too,
my
nigga.
best record was 133.
Ooh.
Okay,
And
so you
what's
right
your
up there with
technique?
me.
What's your technique, Brandon? Do you curl it? Are you a curler? Do you do that whole
Oh yeah, I know how to spin the ball
Yeah.
to make it
Mhm.
spin. I know how to do that.
Oh,
Leave
see,
your
my
thumb out
shit,
of
my
it.
shit, I call
Leave
it
your
the
thumb out of the
Viper.
one hole and then spin it.
Yeah, you just
Sure.
spin it. It's a wrist action more than anything else.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't even got to put my fingers in the ball to spin it. I could just cup the
No,
ball
you don't got to,
and
but
spin
I
it like that.
You get a better spin when you put your fingers in them two holes.
BD, I'd be a professional with a move called the Viper. Basically, I run up to the line, right? Obviously, you
Right.
can't go over the line, but before the line, I release the ball, right? But then
Yeah.
I just snap it, like my wrist goes snap forward. It's
Right.
like a Viper. It's like a snake bite, and it goes
Oh,
straight.
okay.
And it leads to either a strike or a stale.
Well, you're
I
not
would use
worried
the
about
stale.
hurting your wrist with that hard snapper, or you using a light
Nope.
ball?
No. I'm
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, BD. We also remember the number, right? The number. I use a number 10.
I
Okay.
use number 10. Same for me.
Okay, because I usually use a 12
Oh,
or
12
What y'all talking
15.
about?
12 is too heavy for me.
What y'all talking
Yeah, I
about?
usually use a 12 or 15.
12 is usually a little too heavy for me.
Oh, the ball.
I'm a 10 guy.
Yeah,
And
we're talking about the weight of the
depends.
ball, right?
Wait, BD, but it
Yeah, I'm
depends.
not
It
really like a
depends.
12 or 15.
I use an
or something
8,
like
10,
that.
I use an 8, 10, an 8 and a 10 pounder.
Right. Yeah. It
Yeah,
depends.
see, the
You
eights
know,
are
you
too
think-
light for me. Like it feel
Yeah.
like throwing a handball, the 8-pound ball.
Mhm.
That's why I don't do the 8-pound.
And did you remember your favorite Looney Tune character, Big Dog?
My favorite Looney Tune character,
Banter,
Tasmanian Devil.
tell them,
What about the other people on here?
Banter, tell them what my favorite Looney Tune.
Oh,
Bugs
yeah,
Bunny?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Arriba, andale.
Andale.
And do you know what this character was my avatar?
Man, I
Yeah.
thought you're gonna say slowpoke. but
Oh,
well.
Slowpoke. Oh, the cousin. Oh, yeah, I forget.
Yeah, I thought this
Well,
was
I don't
gonna
know.
say, but
Sometimes
my
you're
favorite-
sometimes
my
you're speedy,
favorite is-
sometimes you're slow.
no, my
You know this
favorite
kid
is
is my avatar?
Taz. My favorite is Taz too.
Yeah, Taz has always been my favorite Warner Brothers too. I
My
mess with
brother's
Taz.
favorite-
And I do
Wildy Coyote.
and I do Marvin the Martian too. I like
Yeah,
Marvin.
I was
do you
about
know
to
what-
say, my
do you know what
my
this kid
brother's
is in my
favorite Marvin
avatar?
Martian.
Yeah, that's Farquhar Leghorn. Who you
Yes,
gotta-
he is.
I say now.
I see. Get in my
Okay,
belly.
BD. You know
Yes.
what? You know what? That is gonna be high IQ. I'm gonna merge BD and Brandon's entertainment. What do you guys think about Space Jam? Basketball Looney Tunes. You remember with Michael Jordan? Space Jam.
and LeBron.
And
because it was
wait,
two
no,
Space
hey,
Jams.
no. We don't speak about number 2. We don't speak about that one. No.
You ain't like Space Jam 2?
No. We don't speak about no, BD. No.
Just because it's
There's
LeBron.
only
And you know
There's
this
only
here,
one.
how about this one, Big Dog Sports?
Yeah, that's
hate on
Pepe Le
LeBron.
Pew. I know Pepe
Yes,
Le
he
Pew.
is.
Yeah,
Some
Pepe
people
Le
call
Pew.
it a rapist.
Oh Lord, Vanta, I can't with you.
No, but
Wow.
no, that's the liberal, BD. That's the liberals. Oh, Pepe Le Pew. He violates
Pepe Le
women. I'm like,
Pew.
that's one of my heroes.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew, he was always violating the poor cat. He
Oh,
stayed
yeah.
violating
Oh,
that poor
Just
cat.
to say, my beautiful, I love you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I ain't
No,
talking about
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always
Might
was
as well
running from
Boozy.
that dude.
Fuck
He
it,
ain't
my
care.
My
favorite.
favorite,
Yeah.
Brandon. My favorite is Wile E. Coyote because he was diabolical.
Wile E. Coyote.
I
Yeah.
love Wile E. Coyote.
Wiley Kyle, he diabolical. He's the Acme logo.
Acme.
Freaking Wiley Coyote.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah,
I
everything
really,
he had Acme on it when it came to
Right.
Wiley Coyote. Like that
Yep.
was
And
his
then
favorite
I remember
company.
Yep,
Space
you're
Jam.
right,
I
you're
remember
right
Space
about
Jam
it.
when he said no Space Jam at the end of the movie in Space Jam. He said all the aliens with the rocket ship, and it was grinning like a demon. It's like, yes, my time to shine. Send all these aliens to the moon. Like, and Michael Jordan was like, yes, go ahead, Coyote, do it. You never seen Space Jam, Brandon?
Yes, I did.
Yes, Space Jam is one of my favorite films of all time, with Looney Tunes and NBA. Charles
That film is
Barkley,
2030.
Patrick Ewing. Who's the other one? No, who is it? BD?
Bugsy Bogues.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Bugsy Bogues.
the original Space Jam returns 30 in November.
Like all their skills got transferred over to these aliens. These aliens
Right.
are diabolical.
All the skills got transferred to the aliens. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I forgot what the skinny white dude's name was. What was his name, BD?
Oh yeah.
The skinny white
yeah, he was
dude?
tall.
Not Elmer Fudd, right? No, he wasn't
No,
skinny.
he's talking about the basketball
He's
player.
talking about real basketball player. I think he played.
How
for
about this
Boston.
character? A new one.
Yeah, that's
That was on the
Yosemite Sam.
Monstars.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
You remember the white dude that was on the Monstars? What was
Yeah,
his
I
name?
just can't remember. Was it John Stockton that they took?
No, he was a tall white boy.
Yeah.
Yep, you're
I
correct. It's
think
Yosemite Sam.
He played for the Boston Celtics. Like one tall dude.
White.
Yeah,
Was it Larry Bird or Kevin McHale? One of them.
Might have been
Let
Kevin
me look
McHale,
up.
but they had Charles Barkley. Yeah, look it up because they had Charles Barkley, Bugsy Bogues, Patrick Ewing,
How about this character?
the white dude. The white dude.
Yeah, that's Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah,
The white
that's that
dude, and I
right
forgot who else.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of it. It's been a long time since I watched the first Space Jam. Like it's been years.
I
since
love that
watched
film.
it.
Yeah.
I love that film. I love that.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
was Sean Bradley. It was Sean Bradley who played
Okay.
for what team did he
The
play
New
for?
York Knicks.
I think it was the New York Knicks. Yeah, I think it said he was very tall. Tallest.
Yeah, if he was the tallest, but then it was Sean Bradley never played for the Knicks. He played for the Sixers, but he
Oh, the
was
Sixers,
super
that's who it
tall.
was. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
he was super tall. He was like 7'5",
Give me a
7'6",
second.
That's what it was.
something like that.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
was
he's from
really,
Germany.
really tall.
He's a German player. He was from Germany at the time. Did he know? He's blah 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 blah. Shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right, BD. You're right. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Basically, he was a long green alien.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what this character is?
Who else was it?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
long
Okay. Yeah.
green.
Give me a
Not
second.
Marvin the Martian. I forgot
That's
the long green alien looked like the Grinch.
All NBA. Okay.
How about this character?
Yeah, that's Speedy Gonzalez who you got. I think.
Yes, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a rat from New York.
How about this character?
Sylvester the Cat. We
Sylvester-
know our Looney Tunes. We grew up on this, Brandon. You know how long Looney Tunes been out before you was born, sir. I was watching Looney Tune cartoons before
Right.
you was a
What's your
apple in
current-
your mama's eye.
What's your current age right now?
BD.
My 26th birthday is in 3 months.
See how young you are. 26. I don't even remember 26.
Damn,
He's a
26.
baby.
Right, 26. I don't even remember 26. Skywalker.
Rockabye, baby,
26.
on the treetop.
Right, I don't even remember 26 at this point.
Hell no.
Yo,
Yeah,
BD and Skywalker.
I don't smoke
BD and
too much
Skywalker,
weed, bro. I don't remember 26.
Smoking weed.
And you know what this
makes
kid
me
is
feel
on toy?
fine. All I got is chronic on my mind.
Did you
Skywalker.
did you say Sylvester?
I'm
Yes.
listening, babe.
Sylvester.
I'm listening.
Yeah, Sylvester.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Sylvester, yeah,
the cat.
suffering succotash.
Tweety Bird.
Yeah, sucking the blood.
Tweety Bird.
Yeah,
Tweety
you said
Bird.
Yeah,
Tweety Bird.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Tweety Bird, right? That
Mm.
all of the little girls love Tweety Bird.
So wait. Let me talk to BD. I'm sorry, Brandon. Let me talk to BD and Skywalker real quick. So the 1996 NBA players that their power got stolen from was Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing,
Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues,
Muggsy
Muggsy
Bogues.
Larry
Bogues.
Johnson.
Yeah, Walking Muggsy.
Bogues. I'm sorry, I said Bogues. Muggsy Bogues,
Yeah.
Larry Johnson, and Sean Bradley, the tall one.
Larry
Okay.
Johnson. Okay.
Larry Johnson, Grandmama.
Mm-hmm. They were the five players that their powers got stolen from, and MJ had to play against their powers with the aliens. Yeah.
Right.
That was crazy.
And folks, keep in mind, Larry Johnson in his prime, he was that deal, bro. Like Larry Johnson, young Larry Johnson, that was on the Charlotte Hornets. He wasn't no joke.
Oh,
for real.
Charlotte Hornets. My cousin loved that team. Yes.
Yeah, the young Larry Johnson before he came to the Knicks, because that's the Larry Johnson most people remember. The Larry
How
Johnson.
about
that was
this
on the
kid,
Knicks.
man?
That's Taz. You know, that's my favorite dude.
Yes, that's your favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite dude. That's who I mess with. Tasmanian Devil. I definitely
Come
do
to
Tasmanian Devil.
Tasmania. Come to Tasmania. I remember that song. Come to Tasmania. Basically, Taz was the Australian propaganda to come to Australia. Tasmania.
Right.
Come to Tasmania. Come to Tasmania.
What about this kid, dude?
I hate his boss.
That's the Roadrunner.
I hate Roadrunner.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I never liked the Roadrunner because the Roadrunner didn't talk, so like he ain't do nothing for me.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
never
Beep,
said
beep,
anything.
beep, beep.
Yeah,
all
what
he
they
did
tried to
was
do with
beep,
him,
beep.
they tried to leave him in the old style of TV. You know what I mean?
Right.
They want to leave that in there, like that little nostalgia for the old style. That's why
They do the
left him in
same
there
thing with the
without
Pink
talking.
Panther.
Yep,
They
Pink
remember
Panther
the
too.
Pink Panther
yeah,
not
dude.
supposed to talk
The
either.
lodge judges, the lodge judges of my
Yeah, that's
my username is my birthday.
Hey man, I'm gonna holler at
Yo,
y'all,
BD,
man. If I see y'all later if y'all come through. If not,
Oh yeah, you know I'm coming.
I gotta take me a shower and some shit.
All right, my brother.
But-
Thank you for coming on, Skywalker.
Kick me out the
And-
studio, please.
The lodge
you
All
out.
right, Brandon. All right, Benton.
All right, man.
The lodge judges of my username is my birthday.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon, I'm
Brandon?
happy to see.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you doing your thing with your show. Keep doing your thing, bro. And I'm gonna holler at you. All right, my brother.
Oh, you're
You
awesome.
Take it easy. And Vanta, you're a
Yes, BD.
misogynist
That's good.
Somali pirate bastard. But you know, I mess with you though. You my guy.
You're just hating because I took your league. I'm still a champion. And I
Yes.
can still be a champion by the end
Yes,
of the
I'm
World
hating.
Cup. Maybe England could win the
I'm a
World
hater.
Cup.
Vanta, hold that
Yeah.
thought. Miss D, good afternoon to you, mama.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, Vanta. All right. Look.
Hello, Miss.
I would love to hear your thoughts on the politics of Caitlyn.
You know what?
I've been over the article and the letter of Congress
it's
and
not
all
fair.
that other stuff.
It's not fair.
Tell me what you think. Matter of fact, I'm gonna
So-
give you the big screen because you're a
Oh.
woman, and I've been dying to hear a woman tell me what they think. So here you go, Miss D. The floor.
Dying
is
to
yours.
hear women. God damn it, BD.
Hey, I'm not the misogynist you are, sir. I love my black women. Thank you. Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Miss D.
No, it's not fair. Okay, look, it's always been physical play, and she's not getting anything no else got, especially Angel. She got body slammed and she got pulled down this year because she could have had a serious leg injury, anything. So if you're gonna do that, I have no problem if you feel like it was going too far. But for one person, then that's when it's kind of that's not, it's like you it's like, okay, I'm protecting this white lady against mostly black players, and the optics of it, they don't care.
Right, it don't look good.
No,
it don't look good.
Sometimes y'all right, it ain't that serious. As much things that you need to worry on. We going through a inflation and all this stuff. Caitlin Clark, okay, the girl is a millionaire. She don't need a protection.
I'm with you. Listen, I think that the government stepping in on the behest of a single player is a bad look. One, and two, is doubly bad for Caitlin Clark, because let's be honest, like I've been saying this all day, the WNBA is a liberal activist league, and you cannot stamp MAGA on the back of somebody and think they're going to succeed in that kind of environment. You're going to get Caitlin Clark hurt out there. Right. With that MAGA shit. You're going to get her really. You think she getting beat up now? You stigma that MAGA shit on her? She's really going to get fucked up then. You do that.
All right.
Thank God they not doing that to Paige or Stewie, right? They could have easily did that to Marbury or any other one of these white girls.
What about Sabrina Ionescu? She was there before Caitlin and Paige was going to be the next Great White Hope, but guess what happened? When Paige spoke up against for black women, and when Paige family dynamics, where her father married a black woman, her stepmom, and they had a son. They was like, oh no, but y'all using her. We get it. Y'all using her.
And this definitely can't. I know we don't talk enough about mental health for the women, but we definitely can't think that this ain't good for Caitlin Clark mental health. This can't be good for her mental health to have this kind of, You know
what? I don't care.
Action.
You know why? Because I don't feel sorry for her, because when the Angel thing happened, when this thing happened, they started saying racial stuff. She was quiet, and then she did some type of Time magazine, and it was kind of cheesy. So I don't care about her mental health, because she don't care about Angels, because you could have nipped this stuff in the bud. I think you like this. You like to keep up this mess with some of these MAGA. Just telling her, you know what? Don't say that in my name, and I don't want y'all around me to about y'all fans of mine with that attitude. But she didn't, so she like to keep up mess. So I don't care about it.
Well, here's the thing where I come with the MAGA stuff. I don't think Caitlin Clark is MAGA at all. I think she's a liberal.
Well, that's not the point. Woman. That's not the point.
That's what I think. Well, that she's a liberal white woman, and that what? She can't. And if she was MAGA, she wouldn't be able to be in the W with that. Not out loud. Hell no.
I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because when it's time to speak up, you was all quiet. That's what Caitlin. You was quiet. So if you like that, if you feel like I can't speak out because I'm on a contract, then that's not good. Then I mean you don't have no courage, and I don't feel sorry for you because you know what the right thing to do, and you refuse to do that.
Okay, well, what do you think about the government just outright intervening on her behalf? Do you think that's dangerous, or you think that's acceptable?
Because, no, it's not acceptable. You're gonna threaten the league? No, that's not acceptable, because you protected one player, and what if that one player leave? Do you protect other players?
Find the next player.
Well, yeah, that's the point. So you protect her, but you know how many players are in the WNBA? So you just protect her, right? You don't care about if they get slammed or they get hurt. Just show Caitlin because you want an agenda.
Objection.
I don't know. That's crazy.
What's your objection, Vanta?
Should I breach my contract to defend another player? Miss D? Should I breach my contract? I have a contract.
What you mean breach your contract? Breach your how?
You said you wanted her to speak up what if her contract said you can't speak up on certain?
Well, guess what? That's
certain
sad.
things?
If she signed it, okay. Guess what though? If she signed it that type of contract, that means she's no good. And I don't feel. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for her well-being because you know what's right. That's not right. If you
Well,
sign a
my
contract
thing is,
saying
I
you
wouldn't
can't
sign
speak up for the
anything that's gonna abridge my freedom of speech.
right. Not only your freedom to speak.
That's just me
Yes,
personally. I'm not
sir,
fit to sign
sir.
nothing
I
that's
would,
gonna keep me from talking.
I would.
Sir. No disrespect. You in the UK.
Yeah, well, guess what? We have the same conditions. They're not.
No,
The UK
they're the
and the
same
US
thing.
are
No,
very
it's not.
similar, my dear.
No, it's not.
Don't
No, it's
treat
not.
me like an
No,
outsider.
it's not.
Because we have the
No, it's
same
not.
situation going
No,
on.
you don't have the same situation. That's disrespectful.
No,
Don't
we
ever do
do.
that.
We do. Wait,
We
you
do-
want to go
you do
racial,
not.
my dear? You want to
No,
go racial? I'll
You
go
do
racial.
not.
I do.
Van.
Hey,
In the van? No, you don't.
my name's Vanta. It's not Van. I'm not a
Vanta.
goddamn car.
Vanta.
Thank you.
You don't have the same.
You are a
situation.
car. You're a smiley pirate car.
It's
Oh,
okay.
matter of
You
fact,
don't have the
God.
same. You see that? You see that?
See, now you violated our contract, BD. You violated our contract.
I couldn't help myself.
But anyway, so like you said, BD, if she's liberal, I would have. I agree with you said. What you said that I would have signed that. So I don't. Look. No, I don't feel sorry for her, and it's crazy.
Well, yeah, but that's my thing. I wouldn't sign anything that's gonna keep me from talking to how I want to talk. Like, fuck that.
Exactly.
Ain't no amount of money worth my
I know
dignity.
that's wrong
at
about
the end of the
coworkers is
I
going
would,
to that angel
for
going
my
to that.
family and my
And you know
for
what?
my own
Nobody knew she
generational
was
wealth.
until that situation. She was.
Well, yeah.
I give her that. But guess what? The popularity, nobody give a damn before that Reenie mess. So yeah, they so fake. These so-called fake Caitlyn fans.
I'm putting you black people to the sword. Do you guys
What?
want white people to cut towards you, black America?
What?
Yes.
Say that one more time, Vanta. I ain't hear you.
Do you want white people to bend the knee towards you, black America? Yes or no? I'm putting you to the sword.
What do you mean by bend the knee?
What you talking about?
You want them to look weak.
Look weak how?
They're right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. What are you talking
Right.
about?
This
What
isn't
is
about
right and what is wrong? Again,
this
right and
isn't
wrong.
about
This right
righteousness
is- why
or
would you-
weakness.
why would
This is
you-
about right and
As the
wrong.
government, you talking about a dang on basketball player, right?
I could
It's
talk
hold
philosophy.
on. It's 100 something, I forget the exact number of basketball players. You only talk about one player.
The star player. Star player.
She's not the star. She's not the star player.
He's a star player.
No, she's not.
Well, okay,
She's
so
the
what-
best
her
known
injury-
player. She's
Right.
not
Well,
the
well,
She's
star
one of the
player.
stars.
Well,
She's
It's
one of the
a
stars.
difference.
What is Messi, BD? What's Messi?
Messi is the best player.
We're not. She's not the
Was
best
he
You
the
could
player.
best?
hold on, Miss D. Hold on.
Oh,
I
sorry.
could argue that Messi's still the best player.
Best
That's the
known
difference.
player.
I can't
Don't
argue
change
that
the
Caitlin
We're not
Clark
talking
is the best
soccer.
player.
Of football,
I can't
excuse me.
argue that. I could argue Messi still being the
See, that's what I'm
best
saying.
player.
You know what, BD? I don't want to have no politic conversation because I might say
Well, it's
something
getting
that's not.
political. It's getting political.
Nah, this
that's-
conversation.
Because
Miss D is political.
No. He went way out of bounds, and I'm not
Wait,
going
out of
there because if I
bounds?
say something,
Now-
if
now
I
we
say
go
something,
basketball term, out of
if I
bounds.
say something crazy, and I will.
Well, I'm
I
talking
don't-
crazy, so you talk crazy
No.
back to me. I don't mind it.
No, I don't
mind.
know.
Let's
It's not.
go.
It's not. No. It's not. It's not.
Secret said, ask him the same question back. Do you want white people to bend the knee to you immigrants in your country, Vanta?
No, I don't want white people bending to immigrants. See? You see how easy it is for me, BD? Easy.
BD.
Now the same for you. Now the same
I
for
don't
you.
want to talk. I
You
don't want
want
to talk
white people
unless
to bend
it's
to you.
what?
Well,
It's not.
I don't think
identity.
I don't think this is about white people bending the knee so
Exactly. But
much.
guess what?
I
Guess
think
what?
this is
You go-
again for
Hold on.
me.
Go
This
ahead.
is about government intervention. I don't think
Exactly.
government
But
should
guess
be
what?
intervening on the behest of a single player and saying fuck everybody else.
Right.
That's wrong, in my opinion. That's wrong.
That is. But guess what? We're gonna keep it on track, Van. This ain't about Banton.
It's Vanta with an A.
Vanta. I'm sorry, Vanta. We're not. Hold on.
You know what? From now on,
No, we not. No. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it in the edges. I don't want to go there. Like I said, that's not talking about black
Just
and
remember,
white and
the
all
UK,
that.
the
That's
UK
not.
made America.
Let's keep it on sport. No, you don't. There you go. It's not. You're your own entity. You're not in America. Okay?
No. You're an extension of the UK. I'm just saying.
No, you're not.
UK, USA.
No, it's not. Jesus Christ. You annoying.
Miss D.
Anyway.
Let me hold on, Vanta. Hold on. Miss D. If we had a congressional letter a couple of weeks ago after Angel Reese got thrown on her head, would you have been okay with that?
No. Especially as much as I like Angel, you cannot focus on one player. That's not fair to say one player deserves protection, but not everybody else.
Right. And that was my whole point all along.
Exactly.
Is that you're doing this for one individual player, like everybody else in the league ain't getting beat up. They're all getting beat up.
BD, what's the
So
majority
to focus on one
WNBA?
player is bad. That's bad.
Exactly.
What's the majority race of the WNBA?
It don't matter.
It don't
No,
matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
No,
don't
it
matter.
doesn't.
It does.
It's
It
the
don't matter, 'cause
principle
guess what,
would
Vanta?
still be the same, Vanta.
But guess what, Vanta?
You're focused. Listen,
But
this
hold
could have
on.
been a Chinese player. This could have
Right.
been a Latino player.
But Vanta,
No.
listen, let me say
It wouldn't have mattered to me.
Be quiet with it. Be quiet. Vanta. Maybe forget what I was gonna say. Vanta. A lot of their stars are white. A lot of Sabrina Ionescu got a nice following. They didn't do this for Sabrina. So I don't
They
want,
ain't do this for no other white woman, and there's plenty of white women in the W. Plenty of them. There are plenty
Because
of
the
white
two
women in the
star
W
players-
that they could have did this for, but they chose to do it for Caitlin Clark, and I have a problem with that. And I'm a
Exactly.
Caitlin Clark fan, but this is
well,
bad.
he's a Caitlin Clark fan. I'm not. Is she okay? But I don't. She ain't one of my best.
Yeah, this is bad. This is a bad look for her, and this is really bad for the
America
W.
is a racial country, BD. America is a racial country.
All country, all Western countries
it's
are
not. There you
racial,
go.
Vanta.
Vanta. Don't speak on nothing that you don't know about. Okay. I don't know about you.
I
You
know,
don't
I
do that.
know. Because
No,
in
you
the
don't
UK
know.
we have class. We have class.
Okay. Guess what?
We have
That's
classes
UK.
too.
That's not the same. I'm keep
Exactly.
telling you that.
But
No, I'm
Staying
saying
lane.
outside looking in,
all
you guys
Western
are-
countries
Hold on.
have a racial
BD.
element to them. All of them.
BD. Banta. You stay in the UK and learn UK business. I'm gonna learn American. It's not the same. Be quiet on that. That's talk about sports. Thank you.
You can engage in UK politics if you want, my dear. Come join in. BD's part of the UK system.
That's why I don't like talking about politics.
BD's part of the UK system.
No, it's not.
He knows about the Premier League.
It don't.
He knows what happens in the Premier League.
He don't know nothing.
Yeah.
He don't know shit. He don't know
It's
shit.
a class system.
No,
It's a
yeah.
class system.
No, it's not.
I love it. Hey,
Pass my
I'm
ass.
two
You
and
don't have
a
like-
half
hold on,
hours in.
BD.
This-
Hold on. Mute up, Vanna. No, it do not has a caste system. Like this is not caste system. That's to let you know that you don't know about what's going on here. We don't call it caste system. It's
I
not the
said
same
class.
thing.
I didn't say cast. I said class.
You saw what?
CLASS.
You said what?
Class. I didn't say cast.
You said what?
Class. Class. Like
Class.
is in
CLASS. Class.
Hold on.
Yes, I
Even-
didn't say cast.
Okay, now be quiet. It don't. It's not the
Extra
same thing. UK is
trade.
UK,
You don't
and
speak
no,
in
it's not.
French right now, my dear.
No, it's not. Ain't no.
Actually, you guys have a class system too.
No, we don't.
Nah, we do have a class system. It's monetary.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a class system here.
Right.
It's the
BD.
haves and
No,
have-nots.
we don't. We don't. Yeah, well, hold on.
Outside looking in, you do have a class system. Mask as
Quiet.
race.
Quit. That's a problem. That's why I like to talk people overseas. They think they know. You don't know shit.
Fine,
Shut
I'll stay
up.
quiet.
Dang.
Okay, go ahead,
You can
Ms. D.
say
You got
shut
the
up in
floor.
a very decent way, my dear.
No, I'm not. Because you compare it to. It's not the same. At all. Jeez.
So
But
tell me,
anyway,
what
I want to
you think? Where you think our class system differs, Miss D? Because I think there's a class system here. It's a have and have not. You have people who don't have money and people who do.
It just is what it is. Yeah, but guess what's well, that's what I say. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into secret. Hey, secret. Well, I'm not gonna get into the politics. Like I said, we'll keep that on a. You should do a TikTok political thing.
Yeah,
right
I don't
now,
have a
keep it on
TikTok.
works.
I hate TikTok.
Well, go in there because
And this conversation is definitely political. It's
What?
definitely political. So, yeah, this conversation is political. You kind of
Yeah,
but not. No, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna keep it on the surface political. We ain't gonna go where you went about bow and knee. And all
Okay.
that.
I'm going deep underground, my dear.
No.
Okay, hold on, Miss D. Let me hold on, Vanta. Miss D, I got a question for you. Do you think you would have seen this behavior out of any other administration other than the Trump administration?
Yes.
Okay, tell me why.
Manta, be quiet. Don't say nothing because you don't know nothing about this. Remember when that happened, right? Who was the president when the Angel Reese Remy thing happened, right?
Biden was the president.
Okay. What happened after they won the chip at LSU?
Jill Biden invited fucking Iowa to the White House.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
Exactly. And Joe Biden, look, that's what I'm saying. I don't like Trump or Biden. I'm not for either party. I'm for the party that's gonna treat people right, especially black people. But I'm gonna leave that alone. So it has nothing to do with Trump or any because they both shown they behind. They both show they behind.
So you don't think this is a party thing? You think this is what?
Oh, it's a party thing, but it's also an
it is a party thing. Okay.
Yeah, both of them is not no good. You just have to pick the one that's going to do the less bullshit. BS.
The lesser of the two evils, basically.
Well, yeah, I hate to say that. Right, I hate to say that, but don't mean I'm gonna vote all Democrat or all Republican. You know what I'm trying to say?
But you do agree that they're two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
Democrats and the Republicans.
Yes. So when people want to talk about Trump, Biden was no better. He was he said some very crazy stuff, and he did some very crazy stuff to us. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crime bill.
Right.
The 94 crime bill that nobody want to talk about.
We're going to keep it off of race.
That put a lot of us in prison needlessly.
Right. Look, we ain't going to talk about if white people should do this and black. No, we're going to keep it like the Congress shouldn't have did that. The Congress should not intervene when we're going through a dang old recession. That's what we're going through.
And a war.
Inflation. And you talking
and
about
a conflict in Iran.
Right.
And the Epstein files that don't nobody want to talk about now.
Caitlin Clark, who's a millionaire. And guess what? She don't have to play no more basketball because she's a millionaire. And she got injured today.
Caitlin Clark was to walk away right now. She'd be straight for the rest of her life.
Exactly. So who gives a damn? Give up.
No, I care because I don't want to see the government directly in my sports.
No, I'm talking, you're right. I don't. That's the problem about her. I don't care.
That's your racial bias, Miss D.
No, it's not. It's not because you white. I say, but I don't
who
care
because what do you mean? Who gives a damn?
She's a jackass. If she was a little more.
Why? Why is she a jackass? Why?
Because she don't speak out, and she knows she got these dang old MAGA people.
She did speak out though. She did speak out.
Racist people, and then coons out here saying stuff, and then
who's racist? Who's racist? I'm confused. Who's racist?
Well, she's referring to the. She's referring to the black MAGA.
No, I'm referring to all the MAGA.
You're referring to all MAGA. Okay, I didn't want to put words in your mouth. I thought you were referring to the black MAGA in particular.
It's more coon MAGA. Not even coon MAGA, just coons.
Right.
So
coon MAGA. Oh my
she sees
everybody has a goddamn.
Hold on, Dan. You don't see what I'm saying. Learn something. Be quiet.
No. You need to learn something because I'm
you don't because you don't live here.
No. I am a philosopher of the planet.
I don't care.
You don't care. So then why should I care about somebody?
I'm a black woman in nice America. We talking about America, sir.
I don't care about black women. Don't use your black woman status against me. I don't care about black women.
I'm not using my. How I'm gonna use this? Is this the truth?
Stop stuttering. I'm a woman in America. Stop stuttering, black woman. Stop stuttering.
Shut up.
Vance, easy.
You're American.
Anyway.
Easy, sir.
I'm gonna pour into a sword, BD. I'm gonna pour into a sword.
Him.
Yeah,
but
easy
American or you American? Why are you?
I'm both. Now be quiet. Anyway,
I quit. I quit, BD. I quit.
Yeah,
you can quit. I don't care.
She's still a lady.
How you gonna tell me about the country I live in, sir?
Pick one.
No, sir. You're going to worry about your country. You live in the UK.
I'm British.
Stay in your lane.
I'm not
Stay in your lane. Well, I don't care which is. Anyway,
my main thing is this: I don't want government intervention in my sports. I don't give a fuck.
Right, and guess what? Guess what's happening?
I don't want it.
Remember what happened with the NIL? Now they're trying to cap the money. You see what they're doing?
Right. Because and that was almost 6 months ago. I had a whole live about that.
They didn't. Yeah, secret. That's what you acting like. I ain't got no people.
Vance is a lot of things, but that's my guy at the end of the day. He's actually a good soul.
And
I just like to find the truth. I
He
don't care
likes the
about your
banter.
agenda.
That's all.
well, guess what? How you gonna find the truth if you got your mouth open? When I told you something, he did.
Well,
You
because you're
okay?
reacting with emotion, then logic.
No, I'm not. That's not
Be
emotion.
logical.
You cannot
Yes, you are.
tell people that live here
Okay, then
and who has a
compose
certain
yourself. Then
experience.
compose
You
yourself.
cannot tell me
Compose
anything about this country,
yourself.
sir. We live it every day.
My dear, we live in a globalized world. We're all connected.
No,
So
this
I
ain't no,
definitely
no,
know
it's
a
ain't a
thing or two about
globalized. See,
America.
that's what I'm saying. No, it's not.
What do you know about
You
the
had
UK
your-
then? Okay. I
It's
know
not.
that. Me and BD speak
No,
about
I know
Well,
you
America,
Ms. D,
UK.
that's why I will have to disagree with you. This
What?
is a globalized community society,
not.
and the
No,
world
it's not.
is flat.
No, it's not. No, it's
It
not.
is.
No, it's
It
not.
is a global
It's
economy. Of course,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. Economy.
All
no,
these
it ain't.
economies are
No,
connected
it's
to
not.
each other.
Okay, we
Ms.
talking about
D, in
economy.
some
We talking
form.
about culture. No, it's not. Be quiet, BD.
Culture,
I mean, they are connected.
economy.
No, they're not.
Whatever.
Of course, they are.
In the banter. No, they're not. See, that's what I'm saying. You know what? These people trip me out.
No. I'm
So
serious.
how-
The
no,
economies
we're
are
not.
connected.
We're not.
Maybe
No.
not the culture so much, but the money
No.
is definitely
Okay, the money.
connected.
It's always been like that. So fucking what? So what? Excuse my French. So what?
Nah, you know I don't care about the cursing on my show. I ain't
I'm
monetizing.
saying,
I don't give a fuck.
don't do that because he think he knows something, and
Okay,
you got people. It ain't just
okay.
non-melanated people. It's always melanated people too. Oh, you don't know here? You don't live here like that. If you lived
Melanated.
here, you wouldn't know.
Well, I do
Right.
appreciate the fact that you if this was on the other foot, if this was Angel Reese, you wouldn't have agreed with that either.
No, I
because
don't like
at
it
the
at
end
all.
of the day,
You don't
you
focus on
can't
one
have
player.
both.
Right, you can't focus on one player. You know how many players they get? They look, they beat up each other all the time. What do you do? That's on them.
Yeah. Well, my thing is they have to do something with the. I'm saying I want AI refs at this point. Fuck human refs. I want AI refs. Because at least the AI refs aren't going to see color. They're not going to see culture. They're not going to see any of that. They're going to stick straight to the basketball and call it by the book. And a foul will be a
Don't do it,
foul.
BD. Don't do it, BD.
What,
because
AI
you-
refs?
You and I spoke. No, because you and I
You-
spoke about how England's are gonna wait, BD. You and I spoke about how England's gonna lose to Argentina via VAR.
Oh, I already told you
You
that's
know,
going to happen.
VAR. Exactly. So I don't want no more technology affecting sports.
Oh, you don't
VAR
want the
was the most
technology in the
cancerous-
sports either, huh?
No,
Listen,
no,
I'm
no,
kind
no,
of I think certain sports need it and certain sports don't. I don't think soccer need AI risk, but I do think basketball need. I
Okay,
think
fair
the basketball need the AI risk. I don't think soccer need AI.
To be fair,
That's
yeah,
just my
basketball is
personal-
like very high tempo sports, so you kind of have to.
Yeah, I think the AI would catch a lot more than just the human eye. Whereas soccer,
Right.
you don't really need that for soccer because you don't have the action thing. You know, the simultaneous.
Diving.
What's
and
the
all that
word I'm
bullshit.
looking
You can
for?
see it.
You don't have to hit them real quick
I'll
action
come back
like
up.
you have in a basketball.
Okay, if you go, how long you gonna be up here?
Oh no, I'm here for at least another 20 minutes. I'm trying to get the 3 hour mark.
I try to be earlier. Well, yeah, I don't have to do. Do I have to do? No, next Saturday or no next Sunday.
No, you know I come on Sundays at 3 o'clock every
Oh
Sunday.
no, look, I had to work. That's why I ain't come on because I was, had to work and then come home and all that stuff. But I'll hit you up.
In secret, I'm with
I'm
you
like,
with that. It
just-
does depend on who programs them, but if they program them right to call it straight down the middle, like they do in Major League Baseball now, you have AI empires now that actually call the balls and strikes. So
They got a
there's no
computer or something.
confusion.
They got a
Yeah,
computer or
it's a
something.
computer
Yeah.
that. So
All right,
there's
all
no
right, BD.
confusion.
All right, Banta. Stay in lane. Bye.
All right.
Damn,
I see you later, Miss D.
Miss D,
Thank you
I
for coming up.
apologize. Like, goddamn.
Nah, Miss D, that's my girl.
Okay.
I mess with Miss D.
I didn't.
But
mean
Vance,
to
I see where you was trying to go though. See, because a lot of people don't understand that the global part of this is important. All the economies are interconnected. All of them. Right?
Right.
So if all the economies are interconnected, there's no way you're going to tell me that the cultural stuff don't seep in to these different countries here and there, right? You're going to get some cultural bypass in the connection of the economies being linked together. Of course, you're going to have there's some things that they do in the UK that they do here in the United States. There is. I know. I've been to the UK. You understand what I'm saying?
you're New Yorker. You've been last.
And London is pretty much New York.
Right, and correct me if I'm
There's
wrong,
no real difference.
You worked in the NYC financial sector at one point.
Right. And London has its own financial sector.
Right. We identify.
It's just like Wall Street.
Yep, it's what we call a sister nation. Yeah, sister city, sister nation, whatever. We're basically identical. New York and NYC, identical. Sorry, my bad. London and New York.
Yeah, London, New York, they're very similar. They really are. Like, I implore anybody who's never been to London, go to London and see for yourself. London and New York City is not that far apart. They really not.
My auntie lived in Harlem, and she's like, "Yeah, goddamn, it looks like part of Tottenham in London, identical."
I think Harlem would be more Brighton than anything.
No, it looks more like, because Tottenham is more the fashionable side of. Actually, no.
Nah, I know that, Miss D. I know there's a difference, but to see the blacks you see in the UK are African blacks. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have like native blacks in the UK like they have native blacks in America. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have that in the UK. There's no such thing as a native
Africans
black
and Caribbean
in England. They're either Caribbean descent or they're African descent, right? It's not like here where you actually have a native black.
Right.
You don't have that in the UK. Where you have that here in the United States. It's a completely different dynamic, and you're correct about that, Ms. D.
Yeah. And Ms. D, I apologize for being aggressive, but when it comes to sports, I'm very hardcore. Like, usually I try to be tame, but when
actually, Vanta, you've been very contained. I've seen you crash out plenty of times, but I've never seen you crash out here, and I appreciate you not crashing out.
No, because I respect you, V. I respect you, and I actually enjoy your topics about sports. It's actually refreshing away from the politics and all that nonsense.
Right. So, yeah. And mind you, I didn't even want to have this conversation about the politics of it, but I'm tired of people trying to avoid it and trying to just keep it basketball when it's so far bigger than the basketball at this point. Listen, when you have the United States government, when you have members of Congress writing open letters to a sports franchise, whether it be the NBA, the WNBA, the NFL, NHL, you name it, there's a problem there for me. You understand what I'm saying? I have a problem with that, because now that tells me you could put your hand on the scale and affect how my sports is ran. And I have a problem with that. That's the whole reason why the sports have their own governing bodies to keep the government out. I don't want the government in my sports. I don't.
Yeah, and I'm used to it. I'm used to it because I've seen it during my lifetime. Like I said, the Ronaldo situation with the FIFA, and even my father, because my father told me about how Argentina told the World Cup organization in the 1970s to flip the script so they can win the World Cup. So yes,
Vanta, let me ask you a question. What do you think would have happened if they would have rescinded Zidane red card for headbutting that dude on the pitch?
Yeah,
you remember that when he straight headbutted that dude?
Yeah,
in the World Cup. Imagine if they would have rescinded his red card for that.
And guess what?
You understand what I'm saying?
The EU, because at that time, the French was the head of the EU. They could have easily called up FIFA and said, you know what, that was some bullshit, rescind it. But you know what? The problem is, BD. No, but the problem is that was too late, because that was the final. That's the issue. It was the final. Had it been semi-final, quarterfinal, maybe
you think they would have went that route?
Yeah.
You think they would went that route and rescinded it?
Yeah, of course they could have, because guess what? Nobody is bigger cheater than the French.
The French the French are gay. They like fraud.
Imperius just came out of nowhere.
Good afternoon to you too, Imperius.
There's good evening. There's an old saying though: power doesn't ask permission. All right, power does what it wants, and the weak accept what they must. And in the end, if Trump wants to, he could have just said, "I'm ending this whole event, and I'm going to keep all the revenue, and I'm going to keep all your players as political prisoners." So what do you want to do?
Okay. Then not
You want to play game? No. I'm telling you, like it's about power. A game is, dude. All sports, and especially international sports, is a reflection of power. The only reason we care about the Olympics is because if we keep winning it, it's a reflection that our cultural power dominates. Like you act like, for example, like why did we go to the moon? Do you think we just went to the moon for the hell of it? No, we did it to assure that we are the apex predator. The United States is the dominant force on this planet. Like that, it's the same thing. Sports is just a reflection of power.
And that's my point. I was trying to make to BD. BD, the Zidane Italian situation. It was unfortunate because it was the final. So obviously there was no way France could just call up and say, "Yo, can you?"
Well, here's the thing. Did you catch the last Winter Olympics, Vanta, by any chance?
The last Winter Olympics? No.
Yeah. I mentioned. I mentioned that only to say this. You know, the United States won more medals in that Winter Olympics than they did any Winter Olympics ever.
I'll give you that. USA does come in clutch when it comes.
The USA have never been good at the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, we don't have like winter sports like that. Like we don't focus on the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, we've never been good.
We focus only on the Summer Olympics.
Wrong.
No, we really.
We're a Summer Olympic country, not a Winter Olympic country.
Because the Winter Olympic countries are like the Scandinavian countries over
right,
like Norway, Sweden, Russia, because they have
Finland.
massive parts. Yeah, they're massive parts of their population. It's year round. It's snow, so they have a culture of skiing, snowboarding, all that kind of shit.
Speed skating, ice skating, figure skating.
But the reason why the world doesn't care about that is because very few countries in the world have a region or that kind of ability to do that. The reason the Summer Olympics is the major one is because every country can participate. Anyone could train a track team to go run a mile.
Right.
You don't need
train people to go ski.
You got to have massive logistical and infrastructural development to have some of these sports and shit, dude. That's why football will never be. That's why the NFL will never be international because it costs too much. All the padding, all the injuries, the insurance, like it's too much. The only reason it's sustainable is in this country because there's so much money here. That can't exist because you can't have a sport where like the goal is to like kill each other on every play if there's not massive amounts of money compensating that and trying to like balance that out. Like players are toys. They're like you buy a card. They're like a card.
The counter to the NFL when it comes to European teams and the rest of the world. We have the rugby World Cup because most
dude. Are you telling you think? Hold on, you think the hits in rugby are equivalent to the NFL? Really? Are you telling me you really think that? No. It's not even close, bro.
Not even
no. The impact of a hit. No, let me explain to you. The impact of a hit in the NFL is like a car crash. Literally, it's a car crash. The amount of force that is put to those two. Like, no, you're not understanding. No, dude, this is why European and people that are outside the U.S. they always think like, oh, hockey hits as hard. No. None of these sports have men that are 6'3", 220, running 4.7 40s at full speed, launching their whole bodies behind shit.
And now they bigger. They 6'3", 250, 260, running 4.4,
and they're just getting more and more freakish. Yeah, they're just, and the linemen. I mean, you have offensive linemen that are 6'8", 360, running 5 flat 40s. Like that's literally like a goddamn rhino running at you or something. I mean, Jesus. 6'8", 340, 360. I mean, these guys are
running a 5-second 40 is insane work.
I mean, that's like damn near as close as me when I was 158, 60 pounds in high school running as fast as I could. I ran like a 4.9, 4.87 or something. And that's a guy who's 6'8", 340, and I was 5'10", 160. Like you got there's just a limit of it. These are like the most apex genetics in the world. Like you're dealing with physical freaks that are just like 1 in a million genetics. And it doesn't matter.
You get a 300-pound man running a 4.6, 4.7. That's scary work.
Yeah, dude.
300-pound man running that fast.
Jesus. Yeah. And then I thought
that's scary. And he running at you.
And then he puts his whole body into hitting. Like, dude, dude, have you seen, like, for example, did you see the Jackass clip where a linebacker, like the guy in Jackass just did a crossing route and got hit by a linebacker from the end? And dude, the guy was almost dead. And this wasn't even like a hard, like, kill you type hit. It was just a fun, like, you know, like they weren't playing in a game. Like when these guys are playing in game and they're into it, like, dude, it's another level. This was like a training thing. They go on the field and just have him throw and hit him. And it looked like he died. Like, you know, dude, until you've seen it, or unless you've played it, and like, or you see, like, because I played against guys that went to the NFL. I played with guys that went to the NFL. Dude, even when they're 16, 17, dude, these guys, you can tell, bro. You can tell they're on like a different physical level. That they're like, it's just like they don't have to work for it. They don't have to, like, they're just stronger, faster. Like, no matter what you do.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you with that, Imperious. Like the athletes today are much stronger, much more freakish, run a lot faster. They're coming in bigger, they're coming in taller, and yeah, you can't compare rugby to American football. Absolutely not. It's apples and oranges.
That's fair. BD, I have a question for you. BD, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Ask Imperious about the situation with the NBA, the women NBA, because he.
Oh, okay.
Imperious claims to be a lawyer.
My topic today.
I think it's taken it's blown up. I think it's blown up. I don't think they're targeting her specifically. Honestly, I think what it is the league is just horribly run. It's a bad run league in general. It loses rev. It's not a good, like, if you had an actual good executive board that went in there and just asserted shit, it would be fine. It's not like they're because other girls, like what Asia Wilson got the shit kicked out of her too, and she's the best player maybe ever.
Right.
So it's not specifically Kate. Like I think
I'm
dude,
glad
Asia
to hear
Wilson
a white man actually say something honest for the first. That's the first time I've heard a white man tell me that Asia Wilson's the best player in the W.
Well, she probably is. I mean, I thought Lisa Leslie probably was, but I mean, you could argue. But like, dude, like, because yeah, bro, like, dude, I mean, yeah, it's bad what goes on, but it's not any worse than, like, dude, it's a bad run league. They allows because okay, it's not a Caitlin Clark thing. It's that the regular chicks in the NBA are just regular girls, like every girl. If the major girls are the stars, they're gonna try to hurt them. They're gonna try to undercut them. It doesn't matter what color they are.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
All
give me
of
a second,
the stars.
Give me a second.
If you notice the stars in the WNBA, all of them get beat up. Every single
I was
one of
saying
them.
that all show.
What did I say, BD? BD, what did I say? I said women. Who do women hate the most? It's the women.
Other women. Yeah, nobody hates a woman like another woman, dude.
Exactly.
No one.
Thank you, Imperious.
They would rather them.
Imperious.
The reason why it's really stupid with her is because she's their cash cow. They should be thanking her for getting them the new planes, the first class, the new salary increase and everything. That's where they're stupid. If she was just, I mean, I get it with maybe Asia Wilson because you don't know Asia, but dude, she's your cash cow. It would be like, it's stupid. Look what happened when Mike became the face of the NBA. There ain't no more piston rules.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, there was no more piston rules.
That went right out the window.
That went right out the window, and the whole league knew it.
Kobe.
Well, I mean, and then there was never any real targeting, but Hack-a-Shaq was a thing. Remember, they changed the whole
Hack-a-Shaq
rule.
was definitely a thing.
They changed the whole rules of the game that you can't foul somebody under 2 minutes because of Shaq. They would just, dude. I remember watching the early 2000s. People would jump on Shaq's back, dude.
Right, and there was a lot of calls that Shaq didn't get.
Yeah,
Shaq was getting beat up routinely, and he was not getting the calls like that.
Yeah,
because
until he became
like
he
was so big that he could take it.
Yeah, until he became the MVP, like that 98, 99, 2000, 1, 2, 3. He didn't really.
Even
Kobe never got beat up like that, though. No, Kobe was like
Kobe didn't get beat up like that.
Kobe was a prodigal child from the beginning. No, Kobe
wasn't getting beat up like that.
Dude, Kobe was part of that golden generation draft class. No,
he wasn't getting beat up like how Jordan was getting beat up. You can't even compare.
Jordan was, dude.
Kobe was hated on.
He was hated on, but he wasn't.
But he wasn't getting beat up. Is what I'm saying.
That whole that 96 draft class. Vanta, shut up. Listen to me. That 96 draft class was all protected as like prodigal children, dude.
I'm talking about the energy. That's the energy I'm talking about with the Caitlyn. the energy that she's getting is because there's a certain talent that everybody's like,
No, it's not her. It's any
That's the
star
energy.
in the WNBA. It's a bad run
Well, that's the
league.
whole point. She's the star right now, Imperial. She's the
No,
star.
she's one of
That's
the
the energy she's
stars.
getting.
Yeah, she's
She's
just
the
one
money.
of
No,
the
listen to me.
stars.
She's the big money maker
guess
that the
what?
media focuses on. But it's
Well, the money maker was
a
Kobe at the time in the 2000s.
no, it wasn't.
Outside
No,
Allen Iverson.
no, the
Allen
league,
Iverson's
dude.
getting that same energy.
Dude, calm down, Vanta. Listen to me. No, the NBA diversifies its stars. After Jordan, there was no single like one guy. It diversified out to that like I said, that 96 draft class: Garnett, Kobe, Iverson, Duncan. Like, you know what I mean? That draft class.
Right.
But like,
and you had a whole bunch of them.
yeah, and so they diversified it out, and the league was smart. The problem is that the league knows they have a star in her, and they won't protect her. It's not any different than if Asia Wilson became the big media star, and they don't protect her either. It just so happens that it's being shown through her that the entire league has a big problem with protecting their moneymakers or their best players. It would be like if, for example, Patrick Mahomes kept getting hit all the time. Yeah, they'd focus on that. But if the NFL allowed it all the time to all the quarterbacks, that's a systematic issue. It's just being shown through one person more apparently. But it's a whole systematic issue. Like, it's a bad run league, dude. Like, that league with the amount of media coverage, it should be at least close to profitable. And they still can't seem to. They still can't seem to get it because they have a bad executive board and shit. Like that's the thing.
Commissioner sucks.
Yeah, they have a bad
WNBA
executive board.
commissioner. She sucks. She sucks a lot.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the league, if they really care, but the thing is, again, the NBA really doesn't care because the WNBA makes a $50 million loss a year. That's literally a tax write-off to the $17 billion a year that the NBA creates. Like it literally is a tax write-off. It's literally because they accept that $50 million loss, it actually helps them as a business.
Right.
So
you write off $50 million.
Well, and not just that, but it's helping. But it's ESG scores and fucking it gives good media publicity to support a women's. It drives the NBA to be more acceptable to the media, which gives them free fucking advertising and shit. Like it's all about, give and take. And this is what they're not. Vanta doesn't like. It's not just her. It's like, yeah, okay, you see it with her, and they want the media wants you to have this whole like immediate emotional, like racial like animus thing, because that points eyes and views, of course. But if you look at it more deeply, it's not just her. It's all the stars. They all get the shit kicked out of them. Like even Angel Reese gets knocked around all the time. Like she, you know what I mean? Like it's not like. Yeah. It's all of them get knocked out. And that's the point, because women are not going to allow any woman, no matter what, to feel like they're better than the group.
Yes,
like women
that was
are.
The point I was trying to make earlier. The Skywalker, Angel Reese is getting the crap kicked out of her too. You understand what I'm saying? All these women are getting beat up, and to single out Caitlin Clark, you understand what I'm saying, does a disservice to the league. All of them are getting beat up. It's not just her. And I don't understand why the government will want to step in and try to protect her when everybody else is getting the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a whole. They can use it as a political wedge to say, "Hey, look, it's another example of DEI unfavoring one group, so let's start defund." It's no different than the group saying, "Oh, look, black people are being discriminated against. We need to fund it more." It's the same argument. It's just, hey, we need to put more eyes on this because it'll benefit us politically in this situation. If it was the other way around,
I don't think it benefits Caitlin though, having the MAGA stamp on her back when she's playing in a whole liberal activist league. You're gonna get her hurt more.
But what I'm saying, it's not about her. It's not about. They don't give a fuck about her. Like the politicians don't care. She's just, oh my God, okay, she was involved in it. Now we can use, because people have an eye on her, we can use the name of, oh, we're seeing what's happening. Look at us. We're going to be we're going to be the anti-DEI people, this and that. That's what it is. It has nothing to do else with that. It's just
I agree with Imperius.
It's nothing. No politician actually cares about anything they stand for. Like none of the politicians, they care. As long as they get a kick out of shit, as long as they stay in power, that's what that matters. Not about they don't give a shit about the message or the bill or to help who they say they're helping. No.
Yeah, they never cared about who they say they help.
And BD, your contention should be with the low IQ, misinformed voters that think, oh yes, we're gonna follow what the red side or the blue side says. That's my issue.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stupid people. Yeah. It's because it's the same people, like you said, like after the Carmelo verdict. We don't care. He's still, it's just emotional reactions. Right. You got one side on this side this time because they're getting an emotional reaction seeing a pretty white girl being beat up by a black chick. And then the other situation, you have a situation where, oh my God, the black people feel they didn't get a trial because it was all white or what. It's just whatever emotionally reacts you in that situation, you're going to go full in on it.
And here's the thing, the race baiting is always going to sell because there's always going to be an audience for the race baiting.
Yeah, because there's always stupid people and dude, race is
and who benefits the most is the media. Even the media wants their coin.
Yeah, the media.
That's what
you can't hate the media enough because the media just wants controlled chaos. They want just enough chaos to get everybody so wound up that they don't see anything that's going on. That's all. But then if it's too much chaos, then they scream, "Oh my God, everyone settle down! Oh my God, stay in your houses, mask up, don't do anything." You know what I mean? Like it's too much.
Right.
If it's too much, if they feel scared, oh no, don't do anything. Now it's control. But every time else, it's go out there on the streets and tear shit up after New York wins, or tear shit up after a riot or a war or taxes, or tear everything up. But if it's something we don't, no, stay home, social distance.
In periods outside of boomers, in the UK, we call the media containment. Most millennials, Gen Z, we call it containment because we know they're trying to contain the same narrative. Again, Imperius, my feelings towards boomers.
It's keep the gravy train rolling. That's all that matters. That's why the Supreme Court ruled the way. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people don't realize. Like, the Supreme Court know about birthright citizenship, but if you run the birthright citizenship game out, you won't have the illusion of the game of the two sides to keep people going to their jobs every day and imagining that they're in a system that's legitimate. You got.
I think I have a different take on that. I think they didn't want to mess with the birthright citizenship stuff because they didn't want to have an open fight, an open challenge to an amendment. Like, if you start directly challenging amendments, then any amendments
we do it all the time. No, we do. They do it all the time. Second Amendment, all the time. No, dude. No. This has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you have to keep the illusion that the game keeps going. You have to keep the war between the two sides, even if one side is losing and can't win. You have to keep it because they're all on the same gravy train. All those peoples, the senators' kids, the justices' kids, the president, they all go to the same schools. They all go to the same. They all have the same friends. They all talk to each other. They all go to the same balls. They all go to the same wine tasting. They all go, and you have to keep the gravy train running. You don't want to hurt your own friends. You don't want to make your life uncomfortable by making the people that you hang out with mad at you because you ruled that. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. The illegals keep low prices for employers of board members, stockholders, donations to the politician. It's all that. It has nothing to do with the amendment. They could give a fuck about the government or the constitutions, the amendments. They will just have judges or the politicians rule against it, and they'll say, "What are you going to do?" Nothing.
And what's the ultimate illusion, Imperius? What's the ultimate illusion? Democracy. Voting,
democracy itself is an illusion. It's an illusion, bro. You think? Let me explain. You think your one vote counts in a city of 10 million people? Like, give me a fucking break. You might as well be farting in the wind. You fart.
Just go to the just go to the
piss in the ocean. That's what it is. Might as well go piss in the ocean.
You're right. No. You know what I do, Imperius? Every time I'm just gonna vote for Darth Vader. I just put Darth Vader.
Well, I mean, The Simpsons had that old skit. Do you remember that, BD, the old Kang and Kodo skit? Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
where they call in and they go, Homer runs down the stairs, "Don't vote for them, they're aliens!" And it's both Dole and Clinton, and then
that
King's
was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, and he goes, he says what? He's like, okay, fine, vote for a third party, throw your vote away. What are you gonna do? And then in the end, they voted for Kodos, and Homer's in the line. They're all being slaved and whipped, and he goes, don't blame me. I voted for Kang. It's the same fucking thing. You know, that's
wild. Well, gentlemen, thank you for a very interesting, lively show. I got to get out of here now. I'm at my 3-hour
Have a good one, man.
And thank you for coming, Imperious. Thank you for coming, Vanta. I appreciate both of y'all and y'all insights. Y'all gave me a very lively
just
show.
Know that England's going to beat Argentina. I'm just telling you right now.
They're not. But okay,
Come on,
we're gonna take that and run with it, Vanta. I don't see it happening, but okay. I wish you luck, sir. And thank you for coming on, Vanta. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, y'all, I'm about to end this. This has been a very, very lively show. We got to get into a lot of different topics. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who came in the panel. I appreciate everybody who came in the chat. I appreciate anybody who support the show. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm Big Dog Sports. This is Big Dog Sports, where sports and politics collide. Like, share, subscribe. The Cash App at the bottom of the screen if you want to support the channel. And I'm out of here, and I see you next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And I'll holla at y'all later.
It's your host, BD. Welcome to Big Dog Sports.
Yo, call it Big Dog Sports, a little show that I run, where we talk a lot of sports and we show a lot of love. So support by hitting like, share the video, subscribe and hit that Cash App, baby, send a little dough. So if you want to know about the latest games, the winners and the losers, the teams that ain't the same, we gon' talk about the trades, the contracts, the price, the playoffs, the scandals, the crime and the lies. I'm your host, BD, and this is my show, where sports and politics collide, baby, anything goes. We talking NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, UFC, MLB, WWE, a little boxing too. If that's your thing, I got the best show in the land, baby, no need to search. So welcome to the show, y'all. This is Big Dog Sports.